So yeah, not gonna lie, I think the hardest part about all of this was waiting to do what we are about to do right now and pop one of these things. I mean, just having one of these and not being able to pop it, let alone an eye-popping 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of them without popping. I mean, the amount of restraint alone. Forget the effort. The restraint that it took alone deserves a like and a comment. Man, show me some love on this one, guys, if you could. It took a lot of time and effort to put these keys together, and any amount of love you could show would definitely be appreciated. But enough about that. We have 10 rusted bloody keys, and I'm sure you guys want to know exactly what I do. What are we going to get from them? If it's your first time to the channel, welcome. And if you're back, welcome back. It's your boy Con4, and I'm happy, as you can tell in my voice. One, happy to have my voice back. I actually, over the last few days, I've been struggling a little bit with a bit of a throat bug. So I actually would have been able to talk the last few days, even if I was able to stream. So glad that that is done. Happy to be back and happy to be on Tark with everyone tonight, and certainly happy to be doing what it is we're going to be doing. The stream was scheduled for 9. A lot of times, if I'm able to, I'll start early, so sure we'll have some folks joining us later. But the rules are simple. We are starting at 253,325,136 rubles. I am not going to be looting anything from streets outside of what comes out of that room. Ideally, we loot all 10 rooms, and we're able to take a look at the end of this and see exactly how much we made. All the keys that we find will be sold at market value, so we'll be able to get a pretty good idea at the end of it all exactly how much it's worth. All that said, 10 keys took exactly 155 raids on scav after achieving max scav rep. No, I didn't do a single scav run before I had max scav rep. Plenty of guides on how to do that out there, but tall and short of it is car extracts, you know, were definitely my savior, and then turning in the Epsilon container certainly helped. So all that said, we got the 10 keys, so I would put the drop rate at actually, you know, at least 15% based on that, potentially more based on RNG. There were a few KIAs I hit on my scavs, so all that considered, you know, it's a healthier drop rate than I thought it would be. You know, I was going into it thinking it'd be about 5%, but it turned out to be a lot better than I thought. There were stretches of hours at a time where I didn't see anything, and then there were times where I saw a couple back to back. So it was an interesting farm. I would not recommend farming 10 of these. It was a little ridiculous, but certainly it is possible to farm them, and that was kind of the intent behind all this. So there we go. I thought I had put a comment in there, but I don't see it. Hope everyone's having a good night. Welcome. We're loading into the first raid of the evening. We also have on us our first key. I have a bag, like I mentioned, but the only loot we'll be taking is anything out of the room. If I loot anything in the bag, it'll just be for the XP, and then I'll drop it. But ideally, we won't be getting into too many engagements. Each raid, we're going to go straight to the room. We're going to take the path of least resistance to make sure that we get there quickly and safely. So, should be a fun stream. Should be good times. All Alright, here we go. Hopefully we get a good spawn first raid of the evening. Oh, always feels good. Oh, boy. Where am I? Okay, crash site. Through Concordia it is. Not exactly the spawn I would have chosen, but we're here. So from here, obviously few concerns. Scavs in Concordia, TMCs. The bigger of the two concerns, though. They can spawn in here. Just figured I'd keep the mutant. Keep it with something familiar. Something I'm comfy with. Just another streets raid, realistically, but obviously I'm feeling a heightened sense of, oh shit, because I've got one of these keys on me. And, you know, no one wants to open up a stream taking an L and something like this is at stake, you know? We all want to see what's behind that door, so my job is going to be to get us there safely. And I'm up to the task, I believe. At least that's my story, and I'm sticking with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta have faith. Here we go. Oh man, it's too good to be true, right? That this lane would actually be clear. It's too good to be true, right? It's they're baiting me right now. Is what's happening. Oh. Did all the boys already pass through? Oh man. We may be in the clear. Nice. Okay. Well, nothing else really matters at this point. Any valuable keys we will put in a secure container just to be on the safe side. But here we go. First rusted bloody key pop. We are behind the door. So for anyone who doesn't know, the task the door is actually completed here. But you have the potential behind this door to have multiple marked key spawns throughout this room. And so that's why this key is so valuable, potentially. So we got 10 tries at this thing. So it's possible we could get crazy rich tonight. RBBK. There's our first marked key right out the gate. I don't know what RBBK is going for, but I feel like it's a lot. So you guys feel free to let me know. Check 15. Now, in here, you do have to be careful to watch the windowsills. There's spawns all over. And then the grates. Oftentimes, it can be hard to see keys on these grates. So you want to make sure you bring a light and then sweep through and use your awareness and look for the little white circle because it can help you spot some of the keys in here. Kiba Outer. I'm not sure if Kiba Outer is a good one, but feel like it's halfway decent, right? Okay, I think we got everything. I don't have max awareness, so I just stand up. If you have max awareness, you're typically good to just stand and sweep. If you don't, I would still sweep. Reason being, I've seen a lot of keys in the mesh on these windowsills and down in the grate. I think we got everything, though, for the first pop, so let's take a look at what we got. RBBK, which is outstanding. Kiva Outer, Concordia Apartment 64 Office, Finance, X-Ray, Cinema, check 15. So overall, I think that's a very solid pull. I'm going to go ahead and selectively pull some of these down, at least selectively according to my knowledge of which ones would have the most value. We will ultimately depot all of them and anything that we picked up out of the room. Unfortunately, even this stuff And we've got some friends outside. From the sounds of things, we're about to have some fun, so it should be interesting. Let's see what we got going on out here. Clearly we're chucking nades somewhere. Someone's chucking nades somewhere. I'm not chucking nades, at least not yet. I have some nades I could chuck. I could chuck wood if a woodchuck could chuck nades. I guess would be better. If I could find something that would rhyme with nades and have to do with a woodchuck, potentially. Hello, are you out there? I can't hear you. Oh, you are. You're just to the right there, aren't you? Aren't you? Hello. Alright, so they're trying to play like they're not there. You know what I mean? So that I come out and then they're all like, hey, surprise, we're here. You didn't know we were here, did you? But I totally know they're there, so it's like I'm kind of ruining the surprise. Or they don't even know I'm here. I'm the one that's gonna be surprising people. Right, it's not yours. Oh wait. Are they underneath? This thing kicks a little more than I remember. Let me single tap it. Yeah, much better. I don't remember that full auto being so bouncy. Why are you so bouncy, my girl? Well, I've probably been using a lot less bouncier things, I guess is the answer to that. It's not you, it's me. That's the answer, right? That's what we're gonna tell ourselves. I really don't need any of that. Where's your partner? Over here. There he is. Hello there. I knew you had a partner. Struck me as that kind of guy. Timur, chut. I'm not even gonna keep this. So we are gonna loot just because I am still trying to cap off. Where is it? Where is it? Attention. So for that, I gotta loot bodies and, you know, blah blah. But I don't want this. Skew the results. And where do we need to go to extract? I probably should think about that. Courtyard, sewer, damaged house. Well, now we've got scavs to contend with, don't we? Alright, well, based on that, I know I am a PMC. You are correct. However, I'm faster than you, and you don't want none. Ouch. That looked painful, I feel like. He probably isn't so much of a fan of me anymore. I think after that, our relationship may never be the same. So I think we just go check courtyard, damaged house. I mean, we're right there. I'll just run right back through Concordia. I did, for anyone who pays attention to the channel, you may notice that the frames on streets are a lot better than typical. I managed to get a full negative 30 undervolt on this 7800, and holy crap, what a difference it is making. I can already tell. This thing is clocking up way higher than it usually does, and frames are nice and steady as a result. I'm loving it. A little bit of geek speak for you there, for anyone interested. So RBBK, what is that worth? That's the first big winner. I gotta check that when we get out, I guess. RBBK. I'm not gonna shoot that scab until we get into better position. Hello. Aw, he went inside. You know what? I'm gonna let you go home to your little scab babies. Unless your friend over here causes trouble. You're gonna cause trouble, aren't you? I knew it. You're gonna cause trouble. See? He thought about causing trouble. And now you're not gonna make it home to your scab babies, are you? See, this is generational violence. This is what I'm talking about, you guys. Listen, I know you're not making it home tonight either. Your scav babies, I knew you were. I knew it. His poor scav babies. You guys just make all the worst decisions. Seriously, look at this guy. Those glasses, that vest. Ugh. Fuck. Can I stop healing long enough to loot, please? And thank you. Anyway, let's go ahead and do that. I should probably... Oh, we're healed up. Nice. Reload. Give me that. I will probably... No, I don't. Yeah, let's just eat those. Why not? You got nothing. Man, these scavs are broke. What do you got? Anything for me? No. Don't want your ties or that. I do need to probably repack and get situated real quick. We don't have to go too far. Oh, someone's close. Hello there. He got too close, sorry. Seemed like a nice guy, he did. Whatever his name was. Alright, let's get out of here. This way. So yeah. Streets actually feels better. Frame-wise, anyway. We're gonna head this way. We're gonna exfil probably. We had damaged house. Sewer. Yeah. We'll check courtyard first. Actually, I'll check the freaking car first. If the car's up, we'll just take that. I do want to get, you know, in and out quickly for the sake of anyone who's joining specifically to see what we get for these keys. That's what the stream's about, so I will keep it moving. All that said, I'll probably be solo for the entirety. I know that I, you know, group up a lot of times, but for the sake of what we're doing, I do want to keep these things moving as quickly as we can, so we'll check courtyard, and if it's not up, then damaged house is our next option. We'll go ahead and exfil, depot the keys, and then grab another rusty. Now, there is a chance, I'm not saying it'll happen, but there's a strong chance that I will forget to grab a key at some point. It's not beyond the realm of possibility that I forget some shit like that. I'm just saying, please forgive me if I infill without a key, because I have been known to forget shit from time to time. You know what I mean? I have. 155 scav runs is a lot. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And welcome. Yes, it was. And I'm glad it's over. Glad it's over. Not only was it a lot, it was to the same place over and over and over and over. My poor PMC. I haven't touched him in days, dude. Days. This is my first raid with a kit that I selected in days. I've been running off Taz. I've been fighting off PMC. It's been fun and wild, but yeah. You know, I wouldn't recommend farming 10 of them, but as you can see, just one of them may be enough. So we'll take a quick peek at what that marked key is worth before we go back in, because we did get a marked key first pull. You'll probably get a bunch of marked keys from the big money runs. Yep, for sure. That's the hope. I certainly hope so. I think it'll be interesting to see how many we get, bro. And I'm gonna sell them all. As much as, like, right now I have none because I use them usually. But for the sake of this, you know, I don't need the money, but I'll sell them all, and then obviously I'll have enough money to buy one if I need, you know. It's not like I'm hurting for cash, you know. Anyway, RBBK, so this is the first pull. I'm going to go ahead and line up the keys. I think what we do is maybe over here, we'll track like mark keys, and then what I feel will probably be valuable keys. I don't know about check 15, potentially. I think these are kind of mid. This is just clearly trash here. So, oh, where did the water come from? I can't include that. Has to be consumed. Not part of the results. We got enough ammo for another raid. I feel like that should be fine. Did I take a shot there? Who hit me? Son of a bastard, scab. Alright, well, I could, no. We'll just leave it alone. Matter of fact, let's just not. It's a Corund. Why am I so married to this thing, you know? Let's just do that. Hey, listen, I will, it's not no, it's just not right now, okay? I have a headache. Anyway, what's this key worth? RBBK, holy. There's at least 10 mil right out the gate. Off rip. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 to go. On to the next one. Streets of Tarkov is gonna make us rich tonight. Woof. So Kiba Outer I know is pretty strong. Obviously that marquee is gonna be huge. I should have checked what was the other one. X-ray I think is pretty good typically, especially early wipe. Where we're at right now, it's probably 100k maybe. I don't know. This is the one I'm not sure about. I wish, this is a wish list for me, is being able to, if you could, search the flea while infilling. I think that'd be awesome. So you could price check things like this, you know, kind of as we go. I think would be nice to be able to do. But, you know, that would be a nice to have, right? So hopefully we get some good infill times tonight. Overall, I'll say even while doing this, infill times are pretty good. It would take me on average, you know, 3.5 minutes to load in, and then with max scav rep and the hideout where it was at, my scab timer was just over 3 minutes, like 3:20 ish. So oftentimes by the time I depoted or sold things, I was ready for another run. It wasn't that bad, but yeah, lots of scab runs. But if you did want to do 155, you could do say 15, 20, get yourself one of these keys and walk away with a cool 10 mil, or farm some cultists and just get your marquees that way. But if you need that task, the door, a great way to get yourself that task done, and then the task gets you another key. Jersey, my dude, what is up, my guy? How you doing, brother? Good evening. How's it going? So the first pop we got done, Mr. Jersey. RBBK was the first one, and I'm gonna try to avoid infilling and forgetting the key. I'm seriously gonna make an effort. And clearly do not full auto on the mutant. Holy crap. That thing felt bouncy as hell. It's just I've been so MDR spear lately. Anything else just feels crazy. I did try the AK-101 the other day, and that felt really good. Really good, actually. Kind of got me excited to try the new one. Evening going. Just living. I hear you, brother. Hopefully living the good life. Get some water. I hope living myself, man. I fell today, dude. Like I mean fell like hard. I was sorry, grabbing some water. Running around getting ready for work. You know, transitioned my weight and I lost my grip of my feet in the floor. And I was like airborne from second full sideways and then slammed down into the ground. It was no bueno, as they say. This is of all the places you want to spawn into, this is kind of not the one. So I'm going to take us what I feel is going to be the safest way possible. At least. But we're going to have to move quickly and try to outpace the gunfire we're going to have to create in the process. Single tap, con, Jersey, right? Help me stay disciplined. I need to single tap my way through this. Full auto is not going to help with these snipers, right? Oh, man. A Matrix moved on me. Love streets, right? We love streets. I am a slow Jiri. You are correct about this assumption. Assertion. Whatever you would call it. Assumption? Assertion? What would you call it, guys? I don't know. That guy, he's right. He is indeed correct. I am a slow Jiri, as you say. In here, let's go in this door and over here. I've been training this route for years. I'm like Rocky, I've been preparing for this. It's the title fight, you know. I know my way around this place. All right, let me rest up. Stop talking shit before Karma catches up to me. Stop talking shit. That's never gonna happen. That is a promise I should not make, right? I just shouldn't make promises you can't keep, guys. That's just a simple concept. Jeez, let's go get it. Who's got my money? Oh, I hear you. Alright, nope. So, in this case, we're gonna have our fight, not theirs. They had those nades loaded. Somehow they know where we're going. Did they fuck off left? Yeah, move, I dare you. Don't you do it. He wants to. Ah, they pushed in. Better for me that way, honestly. Oh. Up we go. Aha, bitches. Missed your chance. Alright, sweet. Now I don't care what happens after. So, in we go. We'll deal with those guys when we're done. Pop number 2. Fingers crossed. What do we get? Ooh. I see a few good things already. We got some matches. Let's close the door behind us just in case they get froggy. A store key. Not exactly what you're hoping for. A biddy. Not bad. Container key. That's good for the graded container in Kaban's place. A wrench. Not exactly what you'd want. RB, RLSA. A loot lord. Entirely possible, by the way, guys, that you pop this and don't get a marked key. Also entirely possible that you get 2 marked keys. You just never know. Daliwa. Yule. Marin. Oh, I love that key. Dorm 114. It's not exactly valuable, though. Construction. Terra group meeting. Oh. Oh, no way, dude. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. 314. I mean, what do you say to that, right? Oh, I forgot to turn that in. That is part of last run, so let's go ahead and stash what we can here. Man, that's outstanding, dude. I was hoping for one of the. I mean, that, you know, obviously is good. So sweet. So this is what we got out of here. Not bad for the second pull. So that's 2 for 2 on marquees. But like I said, and we're not done yet. I still need to sweep through here. It's entirely possible that you don't get a marquee out of this room. But I've also pulled multiples out of here as well. I've gotten 314 and Abandoned Factory out of here at the same time before. So, all right, sweet. I think we can call this looted. Let's take a look at what our exfil options are. We'll head that way. Courtyard, collapse. Oh, collapse crane. Oh, expo. Shit, expo's closer. All right. So, oh, that is solid. It's hard to know what's solid and what's not up here. It's the curtains are the things that you can walk through. I think these guys may have already bugged out, but we'll see. No. Expo's pretty close, actually. We could just go this way. Oh. Maybe the smart play anyway, based off what I'm hearing. Whoa. Hold the phone. Got someone in here looting or something. Or ratting. Also has a friend with him. Got him. Yeah, I'm not keeping anything from these guys, but I will loot their bodies just to get the experience for doing so. And if they have items on them, I'll just pull them in my inventory and drop just to, and oh, you don't get XP for that. Right, perfect. Looked like they had, knocked someone back there. Okay, 105, huh? Oh wait, yeah, I don't want those either. Take that. Okay, I think we're good. Left to right, but they're tight, so we're cool. Number 2, done. Should be good. Seems pretty quiet over here at this point. So this is Expo up ahead. Let's go get us another key. Yeah, for sure. For sure, man. That was a solid pull for sure. Been maining the... Oh, the NL545 is nasty. I love that gun. The NL is amazing. I've had a lot of fun running that one myself too. Less CQB than auto if needed. Yeah, for real. Yeah, I need the single tap for sure. I need to be more disciplined, man. I'm trying to work on that, you know, Jersey. Like Jersey knows from like back in the day when I was learning, man. Boy, I would full auto spray everyone I saw, you know. But I've always been that, you know, assault minded. Like I want to be that close quarter combat guy. So part of the reason I like PVE so much, it kind of like allows me to embrace that play style, you know. But yes, I need to be more disciplined on the trigger pulls, for sure. We had 2 raids in, man. 9:30. Let's go. All right, you know, that's decent progress. I'll take it. And also on the marked key front, decent progress. 2 for 2. At least if we get a marked key a pull, man, I'm happy. You know what I mean? Like, but it would be nice to have like a super juicy pull just to show people like how powerful this room can be, because it is powerful, no question. But man, some days you can go in there and get seriously paid. So the ones that aren't so special are just gonna kind of go over here. Biddies, And good money there. Marked keys there. I think I'm going to need more room, honestly. I'm underestimating this place. I don't know about this. We'll have to check 50. How much is this worth? Let's see. Oh, yep. That's a good one. I thought so. Not so good, but yeah. This one is. Kiba Outer. Real quick. Oh. I hope that's correct. Kiba Outer is definitely one that we can name our price on. 314. Ooh. Ooh. Yes, please. Okay. All right. Enough of that. Let's get. I don't wanna muddy the water. I want these keys up there nice and pretty. So, blah blah loot down there. Okay. One more key. Doing the feng shui. So, man, we have so many of these things. This is wonderful. Funny. I think we're good. Let's just go. Okay. Boom. Alright, so key number 3. I don't know if anyone's ever had 10 keys to pop before. I was curious. I don't know. I think this will be a cool video for people to watch, you know, if they're bored. Like people like me. I like loot vids, you know. I'm a bit of a loot goblin. I don't know if you know this about me. I like money and loot, obviously, so some reason this stupid idea got in my head, and the further I got along this key farm, the more it just seemed like the right way to go. I'm gonna need more cases by the time this is all said and done. How'd I get all those rusted bloody keys? Just found your first one after weeks. There is a link to a video in the description, but I used my scav and max scav rep. I ran scav runs over and over again. My scav timer is just around 3 minutes because I got my hideout maxed, and with that and my max scav rep, I basically can just hit my scav over and over. The benefit being where the key spawns, obviously the boss and all the scavs in that area, you can just walk right past them, bypass all of them, and go right up to the key. Downside being you're on a scav and you're stuck with the scav kit, so you do find yourself having to defend with a Taz or, you know, a single shot from time to time. But overall, as your scav rep gets higher, your scavs tend to have better loadouts and better gear. So it wasn't that bad, honestly. It was kind of fun. It was like a mini hardcore run where I was farming cool ass keys that now I'm gonna turn into hundreds of millions, hopefully. Or at least that's the plan. But yeah, so the video I linked in the description, and then I did a stream where I farmed a few of them and kind of showcased the route that I was doing, if you're interested. And it kind of would cover like all the spawns in that stream. It was almost 12 hours of just scav runs. It's the thumbnail's like a key times 10 or whatever. And then I had you know, some visitors over the last few days. Wasn't able to stream, but I was farming scavs in the background, and so a lot of scav runs is the answer. So many scav runs that I think I'm gonna stay on my PMC for a bit. PMC's been neglected. Yeah, well, that it does take some luck. I've found more luck and a higher drop rate, honestly, on my scav than I have on my PMC. On my PMC, one, it takes longer to clear because you typically are going to have the boss there, you know, most times. And then even if you don't, you're clearing your way there. And I've just not had a lot of luck finding it with my PMC. With my scav, I've just had a lot more luck finding the key and having it actually be there. So I don't know if there's a legitimate difference in the rate in how they drop. And that's certainly Something that I know has been raised, a question that's been raised before in terms of loot, is that I know that I want to say it was Nutshell put out a video on the bunker in woods, and one of the things that he mentioned was that he had found a lot better luck finding marked keys on his scav in woods versus on his PMC, because on your scav, obviously, they force you to go to BSG servers. So, but the difference in streets is you're always on BSG servers. So to me, if both of those are the case, then that would point to there being a difference in spawn rate between scav and PMC. And that, to me, is the more likely scenario, especially considering that more often than not, especially on PVE, most people don't touch their scav. So there would be no real need to nerf that drop rate into the ground if no one's running it. Now would there? Wink wink, nudge nudge. That said, pop number 3 will head through the door. There's a few reasons I do it on the scav, but I've found better luck with drop rates there for sure. Let's see what we get out of this room. The first 2 were mighty generous. We got gas store. We got Ali logistics. That would be good early wipe. Matches. They seem to want to give me the matches tonight, man. That's all about the matches. Listen, I'm good with matches, guys. Oh, there's another gas store. Med tools. I don't need med tools, but I appreciate the consideration. I think this may be a pull that we might not exactly be proud of, guys. I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but I'm looking around and I'm not seeing what it is we would be hoping for. Idea register, not bad. Ali logistics, Cardinal. Well, we were bound for a disappointment at some point. Let's just make sure we're not missing anything. They can be in the mesh, so you always want to check to be sure, but I definitely think that we've done a thorough job. So this is what I would call a trash pull, and unfortunately I have seen a few of these types of pulls this wipe. Now some of these may be good, so we'll see. I mean, overall it'll be about what the long haul looks like over 10 pulls, but if I was farming this key and I got this pull, I would not be happy, to say the least. Alright, I think we can call it no marked key for this pull. Yeah? Yep. So from here, crash site, probably, yeah, so that was a pretty terrible pull, not gonna lie. Seen this video, I would have missed those items for sure. Oh yeah? Oh, well good, man. Happy to help. Yeah, you really gotta be careful in that room, man. A lot of that stuff in there is hard to see, especially if you have a weapon that doesn't have a light. Now, if you do farm the key on your scav, you can just take the key right over there and pop it, and that's certainly an option. I didn't do that for the sake of this stream, and I thought it would be a very interesting thing to do to pop 10 of them in a row. But typically, if I was farming this on my own for cash, I would just go ahead and, you know, farm the key and pop it on my scav right then and there. Sorry about that. This guy decided that what he had to say was more important than what we were talking about. What a loser. Listen, I was talking to people. You are so rude. Has anyone ever told you that? And you have a very strong helmet. I mean, congratulations on that. Probably to cover that thick noggin of yours, dummy. Grown folks talking, you're all blah 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 whatever you said. I don't even know. What are you talking? I can't loot that, can I? Did you loot anything while you were here, Mr. PMC? No? Some thermite? Oh, jeez, wow. Nice. Hello. Listen, I was gonna shoot you, but then you ran off. So I decided to let you live. Well, I mean, that was my decision. Obviously, things have changed. You know, I can't... Listen, you should have ran. I don't know what to tell you. Now I want to loot you. You know? You hung around too long. I done changed my mind. Listen, I'm changing my mind daily. Where you at? Talking that. You better stay over there. You had something I want. Give me that juice. My juice. Alright. Hello there. I'm drinking juice and walking through your hood. Okay? This is happening. Best bet is to just let it happen. Don't try nothing stupid. Okay? No funny stuff. If you're gonna try funny stuff, you are... dummy. I gave him every chance in the world. I feel like I did. I tried to talk sense into him. No. He didn't want to listen to reason, so a guy's gotta do what a guy's gotta do. You know, just, what does he expect? Okay. This way. Oh, you are not choosing life. Bad decision. This way. Okay, sweet. Right? Crash site is one. I'm not tripping. I'm tripping sometimes. There's lots of times I can remember. Okay. So pop number 3 was pretty much a dud, I feel like. RB, RLSA might be something, maybe, but I feel like it's nothing crazy. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. Appreciate you guys checking it out. Not sure it's a good idea to run the same place back to back anymore. You know, I've thought that. I've had that thought. I've had that same thought many times. And I say that because I think it's interesting that you bring that up. Because it is certainly something, if I was of the mind to have an economy that didn't get too out of whack too far too fast, diminishing returns are absolutely the way I would go. So I've often wondered that if there were, but you know, obviously being what it is, we're gonna do it just the same. But I do think that there's something to that potentially. You know, over the course of time, of course, law of averages, it all plays out. But it's funny how sometimes when you log in, if you haven't logged in for a while, it seems like the loot is juicier, you know, almost. And then it just kind of levels out, right? I think we've all maybe felt that from time to time, but yeah. So these, I would put in this category. Cardinal, I'm not sure about. I feel like that might be decent, yeah. RB RLSA. This one we put over here. What was that? Oh, not bad. I mean, 500,000. Not bad. Idea. Register. Meh. Concordia 34. I feel like it's probably meh. Alright, yeah, we'll price this stuff later. I could price myself to death doing that and price you guys to death doing that. And we're just not going to. So, there's that. So this is where we're at so far. Let's grab ourselves another key. And back in there. Should be enough ammo. As long as I'm disciplined. We'll be disciplined. Right? That's what I'm going to tell myself. Alright, do I have my key? I do. I have to remember to remind myself. Because, you know, I'll forget. I have CRS. Can't remember shit. Think you've seen that in one of the patch notes way back? No idea if it's still enabled with the fervor. You know, it would make sense. I think, you know, me personally, I would not be shocked if that wasn't part of the equation, you know, to prevent people from, you know, spamming the same place over and over. But at the same time, like, if you think of, you know, a labs as an example, or a labyrinth as an example, even having said that, when you span those areas over and over, you still get value. You still have, to your point, spikes of incredible value. And then there's, that kind of baseline value that you expect. But I do see that in labs now too, where green room, as an example, I'll go in and all of a sudden I'll have a bunch of, sodium bicarbonate or a bunch of, white bottles, but not a bunch of stems. And then you'll have that run where there's, just stems all over the place, so it is an interesting point to consider. All right, so this is number 4. For anyone keeping count. Numero 4. All right. There. Hopefully we'll get a decent spawn here. Sorry, I was looking at something. Trying to figure something out. This is going to be the run. We're going to get a double pop here. New code out. Samurai. So there's a new code out, I guess. Samurai. Interesting. Wonder what it gets you. I'll have to look into that. I'm sure someone knows what Samurai gets. Alright, here we go. Get loaded in. Right. Pretty good infill times tonight. Honestly, the servers have been very cooperative. That last spawn we got was like so fortunate. Right where you would want it to be. Alright. Let's see where we are. Concordia. I thought it was Concordia based off the sound. That's actually not that bad, all things considered. Because make sure I'm on single tap. Same basic trip we took before. This early in raid, it's best to just keep moving through here. It's only going to be things spawning. I didn't drop. Okay. So far, so good. There's some stamina for this part. Oh. Nope. Sniper. Kaban's up. Got nothing to do with me. Can have that shit. Not today. Or at least not right now. Not this second. I'm not ruling out anything. I hear you. He's dead. someone in there. It was him, maybe. I heard something for sure. Someone's outside. Nice. Beat him here. They were coming for me. Man, they were trying. But we win again. Number 4. Keep the light on. Alright, here we go. Fingers crossed. 5 marked keys. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. This one. I don't know, guys. I don't know. This one looks tough. This one looks real tough. Terror Group Armory. Ow. Weapons testing. Ultra Med. It's not tough. Oh, that's gonna be a good one. All right, we'll check everything else first. Okay, we'll do everything else first. We'll do another armory key. Grab this one. Concordia. We're just gonna bypass that for a second. Keep the suspense building. You know what I mean? We got to pharmacy. Oh, is that necro? Yeah, that's at least a mil, right? That key's still worth, right? All right. Speaking of worth keys, I feel like this one over here. RB, PK, PM. Okay, I'll take it. Another reserve key. I mean, those hold their value, right? I mean, they're consistently, what, 8, 10 mil, those usually? I don't know about PK, PM. Take another sweep through. And I always go down the direct middle in each side. And on the sides, check the windowsills too, because they can be in the mesh. And I have found marquees in the mesh, so it's worth a sweep, even though it seems kind of ridiculous. Because of the quality of loot, it's worth your time. You're here. It's going to take you time to get here. Don't waste it. So, that was a solid pull. And I think out of all of those, we can secure the most valuable. Nice. I'll take it. Where are we leaving? Damaged house, sewer, Klamov. Okay. Well. Sewer, huh? Let's go sewer. Actually, be a more direct route. We'll probably see a little more action that way, but I'm okay with that. Whoa. Mr. BTR. Mr. BTR. Puta Pacho, you shouldn't say that about people you don't know. What? Know your place. Exactly what I was trying to tell him. You know? Who's this guy? He don't know who he's talking to. Owed me from Adam. Man. Feel like we're gonna get a lot richer tonight. I'm just gonna pack up before we head out because we are moving into some territory where we're likely to expend a few rounds. You take my meaning. If you're a PMC, there's no real walking through here unnoticed. You know, everybody just kind of knows the name. And not in a good way. Not like in the friendly cheers kind of way. They know your name in the bad way. Like, you know, your face is on the post office wall kind of what. It's just not what you want, basically. Pretty much. Hello there. Would you stop moving? No? You're going to just... Right. I got you there, didn't I? Thank you. Right. This way. Probably more snipers up there, but... At least we got one of them out of the way. Don't see anymore. But I don't trust it. I think we'll be good. Okay, nice and quiet. Oh, and then there was a scav. Hello there, blueberry. Ouch, that, I feel like that hurt. Like that was like a sternum shot at minimum, you know? I'd almost rather just hit me just one shot, you know? Like, I don't want to get shot in my sternum. I feel like that's just not comfy. In all the places, I mean, no place is going to be comfy, right? But I just feel like that would be incredibly uncomfy. This guy's got a 60 rounder that I know is not his. Where did you get this, bro? What PMC did you... Oh. Oh, really? Man, now I can't include that as part of the winnings, but that's a Golnick, man. There's no telling where this dude got it, though. Unfortunate. We'll take a quick peek and see if there's a body around. Happy to get that, though. I am taking that. I will make an exception for those rounds, because I won't be selling them. Now, where did you find the body? Alright, well, we won't worry about it. Sewer's right here. Lost to the wind. I'll take some bonus, Golnick, you know? Yeah, sure. Why not? Let's just tack that on there. Hello, everyone. My goodness. Only get junk in those rooms. I've seen a few people get some junk pulls for sure. Reap, what is up? I missed a key on the very first thing. I did not, Reap. What's up, Luis? Wait, never mind. You're blind, you guess. That's good to see. Would have missed too much loot. Hey, what is up, everybody? Welcome. Good to see y'all. Sorry, I was obviously focused. I was focused, you know. I was locked in the zone. All right, so number 4 done. Get you guys up to speed on where we are. We got 6 more pops left, so plenty of loot goblin action left. Man, I've been so looking forward to this. We've been talking about it on stream for Reap knows, you guys know, Luis knows, Jersey knows, weeks now, and kind of been percolating the idea, and glad that we're here, locked in for real. Listen, for real. Look, I took my caffeine, you know, I'm ready. Okay, jumping into like 3 more scavs to get on woods. Nice, nice, nice. Go get them. All right, RBPKPM. Here we go. Boom. All right, so Terra Group Armory, I feel like is gonna go over here. I feel like that is definitely, if not good, it's at least good enough to be over here. I'm not sure about this one. Let's take a peek. It's mid. We'll put it over here. Ultra mid. I feel like that's good, right? Yes. Oh. Yep. Okay. Yeah, that's trash. This is not. Alright, so we gotta expand the good row and move the biddy down. And all the trash is gonna pile up down here. But this is out of 4 pulls. 3 marked keys. RBPKPM. Let's go ahead and price that. 10 pull is 12 million. Oh. Almost at the halfway point. This is not part of what we will calculate at the end, but I am going to take that. Nobody saw anything. You can't prove nothing. I earned it fair and square. Alright, let's get back in there. Do I need stuff? Do I need to eat? I probably should eat. Let's feed our guy. Jeez. So needy. Alright, are you done? Here we go. Boom. Streets of Tarkov. I haven't played in so long. I started working on Sunday and you're finally able to play. Hey, well, congrats on the job. Hope you like it. I've drank 3 energy drinks today at school. You don't think you're sleeping tonight? Yeah, no, probably not. You're gonna be bouncing up the wall, bouncing off the walls and running up the walls. I guess is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, it's party time at Reap's house, basically. I'm sure your mom's ecstatic. Just call all the friends. We're going to Reap's house tonight. Yeah, right. Hey man, you gotta do what you gotta do. I was like, man, I am not risking these keys, you know. I'm not going through all this work to lose a single one. Not happening. Not tonight. Or at least that's the plan. Let me not tempt fate. Knocking on all sorts of wood around me. My head included. You know, just in case, you know. You have 2 more in your room right now as well. Oh, damn. Bro, listen. Hey. Those things, you know, you may not want to drink too many of those. Your heart might explode. You know, I'm only saying it because I care. Careful with those. Fresh pot of coffee at 9 p.m. Yes, sir. Caffeine is like Indeed it is. Reap, don't blow your heart up, my brother. 3 energy drinks should be plenty. Jesus Christ, dude. Calm down, okay? So, what do you need 5 energy drinks for, dog? Like, that's a lot, I feel like. Is it just me? I'm just kidding. These days, I need that level of caffeine just to function. When I go to get coffee at, like, Starbucks or something, I've always, like, told them I want it strong enough to kill a horse. Like, literally, I say that when I order my coffee. And then they laugh, and then I give them my actual order. But I'm not kidding. Like, I want my coffee strong, dude. You know? You have found your people. Aw, man. Hey, welcome. Hey, welcome. It's only Alanis through, not monsters. Oh, it's not monsters. It's only what? Alanis, though. Wait, what is Alanis? Is that better somehow? Okay, well, I bought one from someone at school, and your girlfriend gave me the rest hers. I bought 3 from Kroger. Got one free. Jesus Christ, dude. So what, you got like 30 of these things, bro? What are you doing with your life? Reap, listen. Okay? What are you trying to write a dissertation, man? What do you gotta find, like, the cure for cancer? Like, by, like, tomorrow? Like, what is the deal? What do you need all this caffeine for? Hey, what's up, man? How you doing, dude? I'm just, you know, doing some man training with Reap over here. Alanis. I don't know what Alanis is. Like that. Listen, man. Reap. You know me. I don't know this. Alanis was a Morissette to me. She sang songs and stuff. That's Alanis to me. Okay. And she was Canadian, also brunette. Yeah. So there's that. So let's go get this key. And hands off the energy drink, Reaper. Okay, clearly you've had enough, okay? Pancake. Kidding, I love you. I'm sure whatever Alanis is, it's probably perfectly safe, and there's no reason to be concerned about your heart exploding or anything crazy like that. No need to be concerned whatsoever. Not even like you need it. You know? 2026. Just buy another one. Fuck it. I kid. I'm just having fun at your energy drinks expense. Oh, they're juiced up over there, obviously. Me too. Hashtag me too. It's better if you hold on. Wait, I gotta read this. I'm gonna read this when I'm in a safe place. How's that? Let me make sure I don't have a 6x or a not full auto situation on my hands. I gotta be able to swing. You know what I mean? Like, gotta mean it. You gotta swing like you mean it when you got Swing like you mean it. You know, that was an overswing. I mean it though. Did you feel the passion in that swing? I mean, I was. That was an epic swing, and now I've got to have epic legs to get up this freaking staircase. Jeez, can I get a ladder? Is it too much to ask? 2026. Get a better way to get up a staircase. I mean, come on. Pop number 5. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. Alanis, why? Oh, wait. I've got to read all this. Oh, I said in a safe place. Well, let's pop the door, and then I'm going to get caught up on chat. I know everyone wants to see what's behind here, so let's take a peek, shall we? Fingers crossed. We've had some good pops. Hopefully this is another good one. We got a lighter, something I've always wanted. ZM3, something I've already had a million times. And then we'll go over this way next. Teapot. Belusia. ZM negotiation. Really? Alright. Man, I'm so tempted to look up. We got another Belusia, but I don't want to spoil the fun. So we'll go right down Main Street. PE. Man. ZM Apartment 8. I feel like there's another one over here. You got to be careful. You can miss them. Iron Gate. See, speaking of which. Let me double check. I think we've got a disappointing pull here. So, we'll double check these window sills, but I think we have another no marked pull here. And I'm not sure what the value of the keys we got is, but I am sure not that marked key. So, not a left. Iron Gates actually is halfway decent. This one is needed for a task completion. Belusia is not bad, but it's nothing to write home about. None of this is really. That is about as close to a no pull from this room as you can get. So we will take our licks and keep it moving. Where are we exfilling from? Crash site, damage house, crash site. Crash site from here. Alright, halfway through. We have 3 marked keys and a ton of super valuable keys. Also a ton of junk keys, but I expected as much. Don't you do it. Oh, you're gonna do it, aren't you? I missed. I'm whiffing hard. I know. Terrible. Yeah, accidentally jerked my hand away on that 3rd shot. That didn't mean to. Sorry, guys. Being so disrespectful to your poor eyes by jerking my mouse around like that. I'll try to do better. Oh, oh there. Oh. Just trying to take the most direct route in and out. We'll keep it moving as quick as we can. Stop and repack while we regain stam here. Probably got some friends ahead. We're not far from exfil though. I have not capped this skill yet though, so always take the opportunity to pack or unpack when I can. Doesn't always come in handy, but it has saved my life. Actually being able to pack magazines fast. Especially back in the scab swarm days, man. Like, you would have 30 scabs to fend off. And you would run out of ammo, or at least I would run out of ammo. You guys probably wouldn't run out of ammo. I would definitely run out of ammo, like, all the time. Full spraying every enemy, and that tends to happen. Yeah, no. Alright, 5 pulls in. I'm so far pretty happy with the results. I'd say if I had to ballpark it, what, 40 million so far, you guys think? about that? Alright, let me get caught up. Alanis. Reap got a job. I know, that is a dub, right? Better few than monsters and 30 cents cheaper. Ah, hashtag you too. The job or the monsters or the 30 cents cheaper? Is hub 30 cents cheaper? Inquiring minds want to know. Right? I'm going to put this in there because I want to know if hub is 30 cents cheaper. I just like your energy drinks. Too many and you'll learn. Oh, is that what it is? Marked room key in first window. Did I miss it? I feel like I didn't, but potentially. Alright, scav, 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 scav. And we out. Alright, go back and see. While we load out. Oh, Alanis Morris, that's the only one she knows. Oh, got it. So, did anyone else see the key in the windowsill? Did I miss one? I don't think I did. Fairly certain I was thorough there. Alright. Out we go. Beluga. I think this is just mid. It's not terrible. Definitely think this is mid. Iron Gate, maybe. Not terrible, but not amazing. I guess we'll put it there. Also not amazing. And then this trash tier, we're gonna have to move down because keys are encroaching. Okay. Here we go. Number 6. I think we're good there. Yeah, we're good. Got the key, we do. In we go. In we go. So far, we can go ahead and organize some of this stuff. I'm going to move these up. Make some space between and these, just that we got some room. I think we're going to get a lot more of these, and I could be wrong about some of these, but these I know are reasonably worth. Some of these are millions or more. These are 10 million plus a piece. But yeah, we're easily 4 million or 40 million plus at this point. So if we hold that average through, we'll add another 100 million to this by the time it's all said and done. Potentially more. We get, I mean, there's the chance we open the door and there's, you know, a few behind there, so it is possible. Fingers crossed. Wouldn't that be great? And the rich get richer. Maybe that's what I should have named this stream. The guy that needs no money gets more money. You got a task to kill Killa 10 times for 60k XP and random keys in 6 days. Well, hey man. What keys? And are you up for the task? Kill Killa 10 times. I mean, listen, that's progress toward your drip, brother. I may or may not be planning on getting a certain drip for this account myself. If you know what I'm saying. You know, this account's great and all, but it does not have my tracksuit and it does not have my predator. So we gotta fix that, you know. Gotta get it back. You have never killed bro a single time, so I don't believe that. No way. Seriously? Wait. Reap. No, seriously? Well, if you would like to do that task, I don't know if you want to do it, but I mean, I could escort, brother. We could do some killer training. I would so be down for that, man. I don't know if you want to do that, put yourself through that trauma, but I would be down to help. Yep, you have 0 kills for him ever. Aw, man. Aw, bro. Yeah, I would totally be. But you tell me, man. I mean, obviously not now, but you know the deal. Kill It is one of those that it took me a while to get comfortable with it, or to even get my first knock. So been there, done that. Got the t-shirt for real. And I would be happy to help put that notch on your belt, brother. Okay. Not exactly where we want to spawn for what we're doing, but we'll make the best of it. Fortunately, a pretty good route we can take that should keep us out of trouble. Lock in. Operation, make it there safely. Or these random PMCs decide to try to gun me down. Or Kaban's guards up there, because Lord knows they're probably up. Yeah, no. We gotta make it all the way up there. We got this. Oh, the grizzly in the vest? Yes, sir. I used to worry about risking them. These days, I don't go anywhere without a grizzly. It's just worth the money every time. Handles every problem you could have. You know. And at the end of the day, once you get to the point where you can craft them, they really don't cost all that much. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, calm down. Listen, I'm trying to talk to people. Jesus. Yeah. You know. Oh, yeah. I'm not going anywhere near that fucking gun at all. No question. I'm staying far the fuck away from that. Scabs. Oh shit! Whoa, 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 whoa! Where? That's not a scab. Shit. I think we're good. Right side scab still. I don't think that PMC had any friends, but I'm gonna find out the hard way. Scab's not in a position to be a threat. Whoa. Fucking sniper is though. on the other side. We'll just keep moving. I've shot one of the snipers now. We've definitely got a problem with Kaban. So there's no point in me staying around here at all. Alright. Right. Which side? Oh, bugger. Sweet. Okay. Just get our stamina back. That was almost a scary moment there. PMCO almost was onto something. You just gotta kind of jump your way up here. Number 6. Okay, here we go. Let's see, where are we gonna exfil after? Let's take a peek. Stylobite. Ooh, expo. Oh, expo. Easy. Alright. Multiple marked keys. Right? The first. I'll check this windowsill first, just in case, right? Iron Gate. We know it's about 100k at least. Negotiation. Okay. Nothing there. The cultist. See a ring. That's not a good sign. I'm just kidding. I'll take it. Nothing wrong with little skull ring. We got Lexos. Not bad. There is something wrong with 2 skull rings. Now that we don't want to see. Man, this is looking like another rough pull. Gas store. Now, I have, like I said, I've escorted a few people into this room this wipe. And I have seen some pretty bad pulls, so I think we got another one here. Alright. I think that's gonna call it. These are what we got. Iron Gate, Lexos. I mean, none of these are really even worth putting down there. I mean, honestly. So, we'll hit Expo and then we'll try it back again. Oh wait, let's go this way. Nah. Yeah, joke's on you. I'm not even going that way. He thought he had us, guys. He's not taking no for an answer. Bro is determined. Like, seriously. He's like, no, you don't understand. I want to die. Okay, fine. Wish granted. I'm like the genie in the bottle. You know, because I am. Wish granted. Especially after that pull. Yeah, dude. Why would you put yourself in front of me? Obviously. It'd be a bad place to be. I think anyone's going to be happy after that garbage. Ooh, that was terrible. Worst pull so far, I believe, but we will press on. Alright. Key 2, negotiation key underground. You would do anything for 60k XP? It's just like the Gluhar I've never killed either. Wait, not him. You have killed Kaban. Yeah, well, grand scheme of things, man, you'll probably get 60k XP just trying to kill Killa 5 times. You know, um, there's a lot easier ways to get XP, but yeah, I'd be down to help you farm Killa, man. After this is honestly, this is my last big Tark project. You know, outside of this, it literally is tasks, and I do want to do all of them. Tracksuit for this account. I know I just did it on the main right before 1.0, but I do. I want the tracksuit, and I want to get the Predator drip, so that means Snowball. So all of that, and then Terminal. So within all of that, I say all that to say I have plenty of time on my hands once this is done. This was kind of the last big thing I wanted to do after 1.0 to really see. One, I wanted to see for myself what happened to the drop rate on the key, because I farmed this prior to many times, and I wanted to see where it was at. Two, I want to see if a double drop of the key is still possible. I was not able to confirm that. I didn't see one. Doesn't mean that it's not still possible, but I do know that it used to be, because I have seen double drops of the rusted bloody key. So I didn't see one in this farm. Doesn't mean that like I said, you can't, but I wasn't able to confirm it, so I was kind of bummed about that. But overall, the other thing I wanted to see is the loot in there as bad as I think it is? Because like I mentioned, I've escorted a few people, and I don't think anyone's going to look at it and go, man, that's bad. But myself, having farmed it, you know, where it was previously, you know, I'll be able to tell immediately, like, oh, okay, this is not as good as it was, or as good as it was. And so far, it still seems good, but I definitely think it's not as good as it was. But early yet, we've still got a few more keys to pop, namely 4 of them. So let's go find out for sure. I need some water. You know, just a smidge of energy, just a little smidge of water. Ready to rock. Okay. Back to streets. We got 4 more. And so far we have 3 marked keys. Now, is that diminishing returns? Is that true drop rate? You know, who knows? But I will say, out of 6 pops to have 3 marked keys, that a little disappointing, you know, overall. But these are still good. So you got, you know, pharmacy, obviously usually $1 million or more, millions. Definitely going to be $1 million because there wasn't one listed. So we can kind of set our own price on that, which is interesting because this one is required for a task. So I won't be a jerk. We'll see. Hopefully there's one listed by the time this is all said and done, because I never like to hold anyone hostage on a task key. But we'll see. These are huge, obviously, but you know, you always go into something like this hoping for more, so we'll see. Do appreciate everyone hanging out in the stream, though, checking it out. Good to see so many of you with us this evening. If you are enjoying it, I would appreciate if you could drop a like on the stream. A lot of work and time went into farming all these keys, and it really does help. Goes a long way. Just tells the algorithm that you like what it is that you're seeing, or at least that you appreciate the effort that was put into it. So thank you kindly. Hopefully we get a good spawn here. Man, I've got bones popping in places I didn't know was possible. Like when I tell you I fell this morning, I fell. Like I slammed. And my house is built on hardwood floor, but concrete slab, so no give, you know. And it was like just above freezing in Carolinas today, and you know, I don't have a lot of extra weight on my body. I'm in pretty good shape, so it was a lot of like bones and muscle crashing into just hard stuff, you know. So, man, I'm feeling it right now. I know tomorrow I'm going to wake up and I'm going to be like, damn it, am I going to be able to walk? And then Reap's gonna pick on me. Talk about how I hurt a hip or some shit, you know. I know you're going to, Reap. I love you though. Just saying. Alright, here we go. Loading in. We got 4 more to go. Hoping for some big pops here. Hoping for some big ones. At this point, decent spawn would be nice. Please don't make us run across the entire map. You know what? Make us run across the map to exfil. Let's infill close to the door, right? And then exfil on the other side of the map. That seems like a better plan. Once I have the valuables neatly tucked away, then let's go fight all the PMCs. That's the plan. That's the ticket. That's the ticket. Alright, here we go. Oh, son of a bitch. They didn't listen to a damn word I said. But they never do, right? Sorry, I was coughing and laughing at the same time. Yeah. We'll be alright. We'll just loop around Concordia again. Same route we took last time. And yes, avoiding the big ass gun, because it sounds like Kaban is up again. As expected. It looks like the stream quality is good tonight too. I was very curious to see from a stability standpoint if that undervolt that I did would, you know, obviously maintain stability through the stream. Because I play, for anyone who's just joining, like I stream in 4K, but it's all on the same system, so but man, it's performing very, very well. 7800 X3D is just such a powerful chip. I really was considering an upgrade to the 9850, but it had always done so well for me. I never considered an undervolt or an overclock, quote unquote, of the chip. But undervolting is really quite safe to do, and obviously quite beneficial. I've picked up maybe 30% more frames in streets as a result, which is huge. For anyone who knows, streets, especially in 4K, is a beast to run. So it's taking it from 1% lows in the 50s and 60s to, you know, 80s, 90s. I'm gonna keep moving. Because that is not an engagement we want right here. I need stamina, and we are in a bad spot, especially with the snipers up. We need to move. We don't want this fight. Let those guys figure out if they want to push. If they push, we'll take the fight here, but I doubt they will. Let my stamina rest in case we need to move. Damn, there's more over there. Yeah, we need to keep moving. This is not where we want to be right now. Too hot. But anyway, very, very impressed with the performance so far. Just in case. Just wanted to tap him real quick. Probably do more looting after the room than before, you know, if we need to. But they spawned us on the south side, so we probably have expo. or something on this side. Maybe stylobite for extracts. If we're clear. Yep, nice. Here we go. Getting up here is always a pain. Okay, here we go. Need a big one. And maybe let's see what we got here. Gas office, not so much. Cabin, car bank. Car bank's pretty cool. Air group apartment, which is nothing really. We'll look as we go. We might be alright here, but I don't know. Looks awful disappointing. RB, PP. Kiba Outer. That's another Kiba Outer. Actually, that's... I mean, there wasn't one on the market, so that could be big. But I'm not seeing a marked key on this pull either. Sag. Oh, man. Well, you know, I don't know. We got 3 keys left. I don't want to speak too soon, but I think you guys see what I'm seeing here. There is no marked key in this room to speak of. So, Kiba Outer. If there are none on the market, we can kind of set our price on that. Though, it will be reasonable. It won't be exactly cheap, you know. If there are none, there are none. So, at least $1 million, 2 million. We'll take a look at what the fee is. That one is needed for tasks, so more than likely we can kind of name our price there. Unfortunate pop though. That one was especially bad. Expo, right. It was so bad I forgot what I was looking for. Just kidding. Not really. It was that bad. It's just distracting at this point. Like, holy shit, was that really that bad? Yes, yes it was. Are you just gonna run? Or where are you even going, bro? Oh. Now he's hiding. Of course he's hiding. Fine, hide. What do I care? I got better stuff to do anyway. That guy doesn't want to fight. Let's just keep it moving. Don't care. I hear someone over there. Thought I heard something. No. Maybe I'm tripping. Yeah, that was terrible. Terrible. Terrible pull. So we have 3 more left. Hopefully the last 3 are going to be big. Sorry, I'm coughing, guys. I'm recovering from I had some kind of cough or throat bug or something the last couple days. Apologies. Alright, hopefully we get loaded out quick. We'll get right back in there. 3 more keys to go. And so far the marked key result has been disappointing. I mean, we got some for sure, but I was certainly looking for more of a 1-to-1 ratio. You know. Alright, here we go. can do it, Tark. We believe in you. There we go. Alright, sweet. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with the performance I'm seeing since the undervolt. Smooth the garbage down. We got so many keys we're pulling out of here. Really would like to see some better keys. Game. Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge. So, Kiba Outer, for sure, is over here. Terror Group Apartment. I don't know about this one. This is meh. Id to say probably. Right, RBPP. I don't know. Rash. And yeah. Car Bank is mid. We'll call those mid for sure. Cabin is just out and out trash. Okay, I think we're good. We got everything we need. We have 3 keys left. Hopefully this one is better than those last 2. Oh, the door? Yeah. Yeah, I'm good with the 10 tonight, Hub. I'm gonna hit these 10 and then I'm gonna hit the bed is what I'm gonna do. Myself, personally. I've not been feeling the best. And you know how it goes. But we had 10 keys and they needed to be popped. So and it's been a few days since I said hello to everyone, so I couldn't not pop them. You know what I mean? That said, tomorrow I will be on doing something. I don't know what. Maybe I'm helping Reap with Killa. I don't know. Who knows? I'm down to do whatever. And then maybe tomorrow or Thursday. Reap, I know you mentioned you needed to push Kaban. Did you ever get that done? Maybe we can do that too. I don't know. I've got all the little side quest things to do, and I guess I need to start working through some of the story stuff. I keep hearing there's a bunch of time gates and whatnot. And I don't want to really rush Terminal, but I probably should start whittling through that. But I just, you know, one more big project after the spear, right? You know, I love my projects. This one was cool though, I'll be honest. You know, like as many times as I hated that I was stuck on my scab for so long, I just kept thinking about like how cool is it gonna be to like have a stream where we pop 10 of these keys. Like I don't know, I don't think I've ever seen anything before where someone had 10 of them, you know? So like I became obsessed with it, and now it's like we're at the point where we're popping them, so it's pretty cool. Nice to see it like all come to fruition. Yeah. Gotta get back to some story yourself. Yeah, man, me too. I've been, you know, man, I've been pushing the grind, obviously. I think we all know how I operate. I'm so task focused, you know, like every day my brain is just fucking awash with one big checklist of shit that it's telling me I need to do. I get no peace until I do it too. That's the shitty part, right? And then I take you guys along for the ride. Yeah. But yeah, no, certainly I do think though, with the scav rep and the, you know, that whole thing, I was trying to give people a way to try to farm the key if they need it. But yeah, with the pops I'm seeing, I'm good at 10. Now we were getting 2 mark keys every pull, brother. Shit, you couldn't keep me out this room. You know. And by the way, for anyone curious, it used to be that way. You used to get sometimes 3 out of this room. It's just obviously been dialed back, and frankly it probably needed to be, you know, because guys like me with methods like, you know, that you know, I'm obviously going to make a lot of money if that's the case, right? Hello there. So I think, you know, initially I think the design intent for the key was to be a task item, and it was a door that was like going to be rare, and it was designed to be super rewarding. And so it was, but then I think that obviously with PVE, stuff like that became more viable and more doable. Obviously this would be a lot harder to do on PvP. I think anyone would probably know that, or should know that, you know, a lot harder. One, you've got other players, so you've got to be able to survive to get there, and then two, obviously the other players would be trying to grab the key too, you know. So I don't know that many people knew how good the room was, is what I said all that to say. And PvE, I think, created a situation where, you know, a lot more people were starting to see what was behind here, and then you started to see it get dialed back, you know, towards the end of the beta years and whatnot. But still strong, and fingers crossed this one's a strong one too, though. Just at a first glance, I can't say that I'm feeling good about it. Check 15, not bad. Ollie register, not bad. Boy, oh boy. Let's cinema. Can of fuel. You never know. You might need fuel, right? You might need fuel. EMC. All right, we're gonna back up and take this. Oh wait, we do have one. Please say that's not abandoned or shared bedroom. Please don't be a shared bedroom. Please don't be shared bedroom. Please don't be shared bedroom. RBVO. Nice. Nice. That's actually probably good. Okay, cool. Sorry, shared bedroom. We all know you're the worst marquee. Let's not even act like we don't know that. That's the one that no one wants. You know, 314, yes. Abandoned factory, yes. Shared bedroom, we all know. Nobody wants that. I do, because I can go over there and loot it, but not what I want out of here, that's for sure. I'll take that RB VO though. That's probably good, right? I'm not tripping on that. Let's take one last peek. Make sure we got all the goods. I think RBVOs is good. I think we did get all the goods, guys. Alright, cool. Let's tuck them away. Ultramed is nice. EMC, cinema. Yeah, I mean, lots of millions. So I will, after these are done, I am going to continue the stream long enough to sell all of these. So for anyone who's interested in that sort of thing, if you want to stick around and see exactly how much money we get, we'll do that. If it's a close key in terms of vendor value versus flea value, I will go ahead and vendor those just for the sake of time. Because that's honestly what most people would do anyway. So I feel pretty comfortable with that. Damaged house, crash site. Okay. So we've got some distance travel and some friends to say hello to from the sounds of it. Maybe underneath us. I swear I thought I heard someone right side. They must have been underneath in that passage. It's where the echoes in this game, man. When you get close to a wall, you can trust nothing that you hear. It's just terrible. And why am I getting barrel stuffed by a lamp post right there? Who else is shooting at me? Oh, from behind. Okay. Didn't see anyone over there. I was wondering, where were you? Oh, he pulled up over there. Hello there. Yep, that hurt, didn't it? Yep, you're gonna run away now? Fine. Anyway, that'll leave a mark. You'll remember me in the morning. 119 points, eh? I think not. Get away from these snipers. So I'm interested to see what this culling update does for performance. Greece has been one of those maps that's really due for some serious performance updates. Oh shit, that's not good. Okay, might be time to consider a different firearm. Potentially. Oh shit. Sniper? Oh no. Don't fight what I can't see. Yeah, on the left. That's what it was. Yeah. Let's keep pushing. Right side. He's in there. No one we need to worry about. Why can I not just run through there? It makes it look like you can, I guess. A PMC needs a diet, I guess. I can't fit between those bars, guys. I'm just too fat. No. Too fat. Alright, so RBVO was a get there. Nice. So that's our 4th marked key of the evening. Not bad at all, actually. So I am so glad I put the money total in the stream so I won't be able to remember. Like later on, because all of this, by the way, I think will probably get cut into a video. Should be pretty cool, but that'll make it easier for me later on. Or for anyone else to easily glance and say, okay, you know, he had that and then he has that type deal. Let's get loaded out. And I do want to check the price of this marked key because we've priced the rest of them. So we'll see what this one is worth. Go quick before we head back in. Yeah, overall, I did expect some rough pulls, but it's honestly, you know, we'll wait and see what these last few keys look like, but a little better than I expected. I've seen a lot of marked rooms recently, and honestly, it feels like the loot in there has just been nerfed to the ground in a lot of the marked rooms. So I was kind of curious to see what we would see here tonight. So we've got just a few more. Dang, we're almost there, huh? Ultramed, RBVO. Let's take a look at this one. Another winner. Holy, that is a winner. Yeah, each of these is 10 mil plus, so that's a, how can you complain, right? Fuel is gonna go down here. Fire steel, same thing. Alley, register, that's not anything to worry about. None of these are. EMC, I think might be, maybe. Cinema, check 15. Didn't we look at that? That's millions at least. What is this? 85k. We'll leave it alone. Cinema. Actually, we'll put it over there. Those are going to be kind of the place for those. Alright, sweet. 2 more, I guess. Dang, down to the last 2. I would have expected more marked keys. You know. Come on, double pull. Let's get at least 1 double pull. Show us that that's still possible. Right? Oh, should I change the weapon? Hold on. How bad is it? No, I'm not going to change it. I'm not even going to repair it. Be alright. This decision will not come back to haunt me. This decision will not come back to haunt me. This decision. We'll be fine. It'll be okay. How are we looking? I haven't been on my PMC in a while. Ooh. We popped back up over. Nice. Nice, nice. Overall, my scav. My poor scav. We took a few rips. That's so the 4 KIAs I didn't count in the 155. The run-throughs obviously are included in there. So the 150 plus the 5 is the 155, and the 4 rips were unfortunate. But they did occur, you know. But yeah, I didn't do any scav runs till I started this. This hunt anyway. So I usually don't scav on PVE. I use my scav exclusively to do this farm for the rest of Bloody Key, or at least that's what I used it for after PVE launched. And sometimes just to have some fun, you know, go in with a kit that's underwhelming and see what you can come out with. Always makes for a pretty cool raid, I think. Alright. Hopefully we get loaded in soon and a decent spawn. We've got 2 keys left. 4 marked keys so far, and a bunch of keys that are going to sell really, really well. Some of them might as well be marked keys. Or as worthwise. Bavaria, what is going on? Hey, congrats on terminal access, by the way. You will get it. I believe in you. We have faith. You got this. Making money, as usual, is where you find this. Excuse me, guys. Oh, don't mean to yawn. It's been a long day, but we got 2 more of these pops to go, and then we'll sell off all the keys that we've got and see exactly how much we made. So we started at, let me check the title because I don't even remember. How much money did I have? 253 million. Okay, so that's the starting point. 253. I know for a fact we're over 300. Easy. I would think, you know, if we can get to 350 by the time we sell everything, I would say that that's kind of worth, you know, about 10 mil a key, you know, but I don't know that we're going to get there. We would need some strong pulls on these last 2. It's possible, but we'll see. The good news is we've actually gotten behind every door and we haven't run into any unfortunate situations. So that, the biggest goal I had was to not waste any key. I can't control what drops, but I can control whether or not we make it to the door. So we've been able to do that at least. So there's a, that's a win. That's a dub. And either way, we get the money. Not upset about the money at all. Okay, I think we're clear. Don't hear anyone. Nice. Uncontested, pretty much. Here we go. Number 9. Dang, are we number 9 already? These went a lot faster than I thought they would, I'm gonna be honest. Not exactly upset about that, but they did. I've been very efficient. Alright, here we go. What do we got? Eba outer. There's decent start. Go and assume the position. Concord 64 and a cultist. Well, well. I feel like that is a PMC out there. Oh, I almost missed you. Check 15. West post. That's not the key you want out of here. Iron gates. Decent, but not incredible. Oh, man. Not the pull we were looking for, I don't think. At all. Well, give it the benefit of the doubt. This one last sweep, but I think that's it. And that one was pretty bad, all things considered. Kiba outers, obviously. Well, no, check 15s. I mean, we're still in the millions. We're still getting paid on that, just not as much as we'd like to be. Right? If that's kind of the state of the world, right? Crash site, damaged house. I think we go crash site there, yeah. Okay. Crash site it is. Can I get down, please? Now, it sounded like we had some friends over here. I mean, not friends. Type of friends. I hit it. I swear I did. Oh, we do. I can eat some peas, sure. You know, why not? What, you know, one less thing we gotta do later, right? Right. Right. Oh, you are still there. I thought I heard someone here. You were just hiding out over there, weren't you? And you scoundrel, you. Heard you. What did you call me? What did you call me? Where are you at? Oh, right there. He's right there is where he's at. You're right there, eh? Well, I never would have thought. I know. You brought this on yourself, though. Okay. Ooh. All good stuff to loot and then drop. You too. Oh, wow. Alrighty then. Where did we say we were going? Crash site, right? Crash site. Yeah, crash site. This way. Then. I'm sure there's no scavs up here that are gonna choose life. Are there? They're gonna make me kill them all. Poor scav babies. Incoming orphans. Just saying. Oh. Maybe the scavs haven't spawned in yet. Maybe the orphan babies are safe. Maybe they won't be orphans today. Why do I worry about the scav babies? I don't know. I think someone should. Obviously, these assholes are not concerned. No, they're absent fathers, these sons of bitches. Hello, I see you. Listen. Stop moving. Oh, you shush. Not nice to say to people you don't know. This way to crash site, and then we've got one more key to farm. Not bad. Nice. another friend over there. You are too late, sir. We are already leaving with the goods. And by goods, I mean the literal garbage we pulled out of that room. Yeah. To the chopper. Okay, here we go. So, one more pop to go. We've got 4 marked keys out of it. At least got to get one more, right? Incoming orphans, crazy thing. You like that? I mean, you know, taken out of context, that could very easily be misconstrued. But if scavs have babies, then we all create orphans. You know, it's just, these are the facts of life. You know what I mean? We have to consider F. How's it going? Hey, welcome. Welcome. Alright, so 9 keys in, 1 key remains. Head back the streets, pop that key, and then we got some selling to do. Like a lot of it, because yeah. Want to see what we can get out of it all together. So yeah, that'll be a sellathon. We'll go with the big ones first. That way, for anyone who's interested in what the big numbers look like, they can see the big number and, you know, move on. But I'm gonna, yeah, everything that came out of these keys will be sold, and then that's where we'll end the stream there. You know, just so that anyone who wants to skip to the end, they can skip to the end. They can see the total and kind of get the information that they're looking for. Pretty cool, honestly, to be here. At this point, we got one more of these keys to go. That should be plenty to get us there. Let's depot what we have. So garbage loot here, good keys there, Kiba outer, Belusia. I really think that's gonna end up here, right? All of this. Iron Gate's not bad, but it's nothing incredible. Police, I think we all know. Trash tier. One last rusted key. And this is where we're at with marked keys so far. The biddy's nice. Biddy's nice. We need a marked key out of this pull, though, for me to feel good about it, right? I mean, gotta at least be able to say, you know, 50% chance of getting one. It used to be you were guaranteed like 2, maybe 3. Like this room used to be broken. It's good, but I don't think it's broken anymore. Still good though. Hard to look at that loot and say that it's not, you know. Obviously it's good. Is it worth the effort that it takes to farm? I think it depends. You know, if you're really hard up for mark keys, I would say there's probably faster ways to get them. Cultists I've had a lot of luck with. Bosses lately have been dropping more marked keys, at least from what I've seen. This is a good way. I mean, if you have max scav rep, this took me 2 days basically to farm 10 of these keys. And when we walk away from here, I do think we're definitely gonna be, I think we're a solid 320. You know, I'd be hard pressed to say we're gonna push past that. A lot of it's gonna depend on fees too, and what we have to pay to actually list some of these at their actual, you know, market prices. So that will become a factor at some point, probably. We will see. But I do appreciate everyone hanging out and checking out the stream tonight. I really do. Thank you. As I mentioned earlier, be back tomorrow and Thursday. Not sure what we'll be doing just yet. This is kind of the end of my grand plan. Probably just random tasks and maybe helping with stuff. So should be pretty cool. Yeah, this is the last big project, and then I am thinking about maybe filling some of the gaps with some other titles here and there, just to have some fun. So that'll be cool too. If I'd like to say that I've studied everything that you sent, and I've learned a lot from it, but I can't say that just yet. Can say I have run some laps, you know, and I was impressed with what I saw when I did. Got some things to configure for my setup though before I would feel comfortable with it. But as far as physics and responsiveness and how it relates to what an actual race car would feel like, it was pretty much spot on. Spot on. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing story as we go for sure. Yeah, story is happening, no question. But it's a long term for me, you know. I'm not in any rush to do story. I think beyond this point, it's completing all the tasks, like I mentioned earlier. I do want to get my tracksuit on this account. I do want to get my predators on this account, and I want to finish all the tasks. And yeah, I do want to do the story. But as far as like how soon we get there and what all that looks like, I'm not rushed at all. I've been rushing to get to this point, and so for me, that rush is going to slow down a little bit. We're going to have some fun and do more things like this. You know, take our time with it. I do need to get on the story stuff though, because I'm going to be gated by time. I don't know why it took me 3 pulls to kill that scav, mostly because I'm just talking and la da da da, just wandering through the streets, not even concerned. I probably should have taken that fight a little more seriously. But anyway, yeah, this is the last big Tark project for me. Outside of this, when we stream, it'll just be like, hey, we're working on Slaughterhouse. Everybody grab a melee weapon. Kind of shit like that. It'll be fun stuff, you know. I'll try to make it fun. I want to do another snowball. I'm torn between finishing the snowball on the old account. We're at 11 out of 13. I just need Parmesan and Zirachi. But at this point, we're so far on this one. I kind of want to just do it on here, you know, which would mean starting it over. But I don't know. I've got a lot of options we could look at. Let's take a look at what's here. All right, we've got supply closet, maybe Lexos. Last pull of the night, man. Come on, let's get us a marked key. Let's get us something good here. What's this? Archives. Good key. I've been using that one a lot lately. It's not a marked key, but it's good key. Wrench. Thanks, Hub, for the archives key. Badge. Man, I don't know. X-ray. It's alright. I think we got stiffed on this last pull, guys. I do think. OR. Skybridge. Really? Give me a Skybridge key in here. I think we got stiffed on the marked. Okay. So the good news is we made a lot of money doing this. The not so good news is we did not make as much money doing this as we used to be able to make doing this. But the good news is that we still made a lot of money doing this. So let's tuck away what we need to here. GP coin, we can just do that. The Skybridge key is like that's a meme actually. I'm gonna tuck this away as a meme because it's just for a task, you know. It's really nothing special. None of this is, to be honest. All right, where are we going? Let's go make some money. Courtyard, damaged house, sewer. Okay. All right. I have a plan. this way. How much time do I have? 36 minutes. This weapon's condition has become unacceptable. Therefore, there is only one thing to do with it. Since it is prone to jamming, we have to take it to the jam master himself, Mr. Calante, right? Just to see if he's home. Maybe he can make my gun jam. No, I'm just kidding. We're gonna cut across the sewer and get out that way. I know, we gotta go make money. I could push the bosses later. Won't bore you guys. Ah! Who's shooting at me? Where are you? Let's get out of the street. Probably. Good idea. Get out of open view of basically everyone. Hello there, Mr. Sniper. Are you home? There's a scab over there. Stop shooting at me! Why is everyone so mean to me? I'm really a nice guy. When you get to know me. I have resting dick face, but I mean, that's, you know, I think we can all say that. You know, if you're a man's man. I put on a face that says, I don't want to talk to you, you know? What's wrong with that? I mean, I'm just kidding. Not really. Sometimes I do. So, you ever have that day where you just walk in, you're like, man, I swear, if anyone talks to me today. Let's get through here. Hey, blah blah blah, whatever you said. Yeah, that guy. He's over this way. I'm fast. I'm like a ninja. There's no way you guys are ever gonna catch me. You're already here though, aren't you? You are. I heard something. Was it me I heard? Am I the one I heard? I hate when I'm the one I heard. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Alright, we're home clear at sewer, so head that way. Head to the hideout. And we got some selling to do. Like I said, we'll start with the big ones first. For anyone who wants to see kind of where we are on that top line number. It's going to be good, but it's not going to be... I was hoping for at least 100. I thought 100 would be a reasonable number. 100 million. We'll see how close we get to that. I think we're solid for 50, no question. 60, pretty easily. 70, I think, wouldn't be a stretch based off what I've seen. But I don't think we'll get 100 out of it. We'll see. Alright. Uyo Dada Killer. Valid, be here for the ride. Also got a Scabbridge key from there. Same bad habit. Yeah. Don't say that, LOL. Me and your buddies rap Financial all the time. Yeah, Financial's awesome. Hey, Financial's good, dude. That key is amazing. Finance, small finance. Get those 2 keys. Hit that. Yeah. Hit that building all the time. Well, I mean, everyone goes through there, so. Good place to rap people, I suppose. If that's what you're on about, you know. Well, streets, man, there's so many good places. Like, that's, like, streets on PvP, like, you really gotta be careful. There's so many good places to just peek the street and light anyone up who moves. Alright, get loaded out. Get back to the hideout. We'll sell these keys. Man, I had a serious fall today, dude. I'm gonna be so sore in the morning. I can tell already. Alright, so all of this, I think, is safe to say we're just gonna vendor that crap probably, except for the fuel, you know. The fuel is probably the only thing worth listing there, so I'm not necessarily worried about any of that. House, I don't know. I think that's probably just garbage. Lexos, is Lexos any good anymore? Probably not. Early vibe that can go hard, but right now not so much. EMC we already determined belonged over here. Move this stuff down to make room for the new trash. X-ray. Did we decide X-ray was trash? We decided that it was most likely not trash, but not exactly wonderful. Okay, cool. So I think we start with the marked keys and then go from there. So RBVO, you're first on the block. A 10 out of 10 is currently 11 million. So I'm going to pop at 10.95. We will be competitive. That's a 2 mil fee. So again, part of, you know, what we've got to look at with this is those fees that we have to pay to list these marked keys are going to be a big factor in how much we're going to walk away with. PKPM, a 10 out of 10 is 12.2. So we're going to go just a flat 12. Lower our fee, increase our chances at selling quickly. Dorm 314. Now this one hurts my heart to sell. I love dorms, but man, I did a stream recently where we hit this key 10 times while we were doing the snipes for Lightkeeper. And honestly, I'm happy to sell it after doing that. 13.4. And this one I'll go a little closer to that because it's this key tends to be in high demand. So, but that's actually, wow, not a bad fee for that key. Okay, RBBK. I do need to beat the market because I do want these to sell so that we can see kind of what we get out of them. Obviously, we're going to hit a point where we can't list any more keys. So when we're doing that, we'll go through the other keys and determine which ones need to be vendored, and we'll just go ahead and vendor them. Kiba Outer, I'm interested to see if anything has been listed there. It has. So Kiba Outer is currently going for around 2.8 million. So we have, can we list multiple of those? We can. We got 3 of them. 2.8 million. Let's go. Boom. Oh, you can only list 1. Fine. Fine. So we'll get one out at 2.8. We'll check that one later. Let me pull those aside. Check 15. Is there a limit on these? Seems to be. Everyone's got 1. It's a 1.2 right now. Okay. What's... Oh, I had 2 selected. Oh, I had 3 selected. Dang. Dang. We are so rich. Not really. Okay, so let's see. RB RLSA. Put this obscure one up there. 375. Can I do 2 of those? Oh, I can do 2 of those. Nice. Pharmacy. I know this one is gonna go in a flash. We'll just do a flat mill on that. This is only 70. Let's just get rid of it. I can do multiples on that. Weapons testing 90k. How many do I have? Just the one. Ultramed. You can list only one of those. Let's get one of those up. We've got multiple. I've got 2. So it would be 3, 1. Boom. Man. Ridiculous. Alright, so we reached the maximum amount of offers. So I know what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to go key by key until something sells. And if I see something that I feel like we don't need to vendor, I'm going to pull it out. But all of these I'm looking at, you know, probably vendors, basically. Alright, that's worth listing. Anything over, say, 70, we'll list. Fallujah. Probably worth listing. That's one we can list multiple of. Right? Yeah, when we get there. That's worth listing. Cinema, probably not. Their group apartment. So that's worth listing. Fallujah we said was worth listing. Cinema. Finance, I hate to say it, man. I hate to say it, you know. Like a lot of people just don't know how good that key is, which kind of a good thing, right? Damn. Container is up today. That one really depends on the day. X-ray, worth selling. Or worth listing, rather. Our bank. Our bank should be worth, right? Not bad. I think that 50k is a little, like, little too much of an undercut. Wouldn't you agree? Alright, let's go sell some of the stuff to therapists. We're waiting on some things, I guess, in the auction house. I think we sold one that we had multiples of, is what happened. Biddy, we're just gonna... All of this really is just therapist. The only thing we're gonna worry about listing is the fuel, and maybe not even that. What is that going for these days? Yeah, that's worth listing. Okay, so we'll do that. Let's grab some money because we made some already. Ooh. Okay, probably should have made some room for this, right? Probably should have made some room for this. Yeah, sure. That is not part of this. You can't stay. That's a lot. So we've already cleared 40 million. We can't sell all of the things we have. So that's a good problem to have. So what is holding us up? Okay. Anyway, let's continue going through these. We know Lexos. We already talked about OR. That's worth selling. EMC. I don't think so. Stand corrected. I like when I'm wrong in that sense. But even though these are worth selling, not all of them are going to be worth millions. So that'll be the thing that we'll have to consider. Cinema tier group meeting. 74. Cinema. I feel like that could just be vendored. Ollie register is probably not bad. 41. Idea. 23. Archivist maybe? No. Tarbank. Worth selling. I don't think any of the rest of these are. Just taking a quick peek. I think we're done on these. Yeah. Okay, cool. So, Ultramed, can I list another? No, I've still got one. Let's see, what do we want to list? How about the Belusias? Can we list more than one Belusia? Wouldn't that be nice? Let's see. Will you let me? I'll sell them for 95. What's that? Ooh, it will. Nice. Okay. So there's one problem down. We have multiple. I can't do that. Kiba Outer. Did I sell the Kiba Outer yet? Nope. 2.8. That has not sold. EMC. Can I do multiple? Let's see. EMC. 55. Yes, I can. Nice. Alright, therapist. I think we've got to sell you some things. Dorm room, Hillside House, Concordia. Just gonna go ahead and dunk a lot of these in there real quick. Check and see what that was. Kiba. Nice. That means we should be able to list another Kiba outer. 2.8. What? Oh. Sweet. Gonna do another check 15. No, that one's still up. Yeah, someone undercut us on that. Alright, back to therapists. Man, these register keys, y'all know it's so hard for me to sell those. But I don't need them, right? Don't need them. Just keep telling myself that. RBPP, we need to check that actually. Oh, no, 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 no. Please. Go with your gut. That was absolute garbage. Oh, Kiba. Another one. Nice. We have another Kiba, do we not? We do. Yes, 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 we do. 2. What was I doing? 7. Nope, that's not 7. That's 7. Man, that's a juicy key, right? Alright, so all of these keys are worth selling. We know this. We're just going to sort, get them all in a place where we can look at them. The fuel, I can't add yet. The GP, I'm just going to add here. I mean, it's, you know, it is what it is, part of the equation. I'm going to have to buy more money cases. So 300 million so far. We have currently listed an ultra that's 3 million, 2.8, 1.2. So another 5, 6, 7, call it 8, about 310. These are what? 312. That was 100k. Ultra med is good, isn't it? Yeah. 315. I think we're gonna end up at around 315-ish million. It's probably for real. For real. I think it's probably where we're gonna land when it's all said and done. Some of these, you know, it's just I'm gonna have to wait. You know, my option there would be to relist, but yeah, no, not for the fee, you know, that we paid. So, yeah. So while we wait, I guess, why not? Let's, I don't know, you guys want to see the run? Yeah, let's show everyone the run. Why not? While we wait, we'll do a quick run and we'll see. Maybe we get lucky here with everyone on the stream, and I'll show you guys what I would do if I found one. We're gonna have to wait for that stuff to sell. So while we wait, let's just let's do something fun, or at least interesting. A lot of that stuff is just gonna take some time, but if you're curious, I do think 315 is probably where we're gonna land by the time I sell through everything. I'll drop everything off this scav so it doesn't affect the total. Unless we get a rusted key, then we'll pop it and we'll put those keys down at the bottom. Just so that we don't convolute anything. I really do want that total to be pure, but I don't want to have you guys sitting in a stream, you know, waiting for the frickin' flea, you know. You could do that anytime. We definitely have another 3 million there, though. This is not part of it. I mentioned that key needs to go away. I'll remember it. That was actually a return key that I had up for sale from some other day, probably. But anyway, yeah, I farmed these on my scav. I do have max scav rep. I think my fence rep is kind of crazy right now. It's like almost 9, I want to say, last time I looked. But yeah. And they won't show me what my scav has on because I waited too long. But we've got some armor. Little bag. Got a PP. You know, is what it is. At least we've got some defense capabilities. So that's good, right? We can take a round. That's always a plus. But yeah, I did so many scav runs, dude, over the last few days. It's been kind of nuts. But it's so cool when you get max scav rep. Like, one, you can walk right in there. Boss doesn't aggro. You don't have to worry about the scavs. But also, I've noticed, and this is a PVE specific thing, and Louis, I believe, pointed it out to me a few days ago. A lot of times, the PMCs don't aggro you immediately when you have max scav rep. Like, a lot of times, they'll just walk literally right by you. Or just won't, you know, show any aggression. Sometimes they will, you know, and I kill them because I want the rep, especially if they've killed scavs. You get bonus rep for that. But it's an interesting mechanic that I don't know if it's intentional or not. But yeah, they will downright walk right by you sometimes, and so it works in a lot of ways for a very, very smooth farm. You will have engagements. For me, I like that. You know, the scav makes it more challenging because you're using, you know, kits like this. But you know, you can also play it safe and, you know, try to run around and avoid engagements if you want. But yeah, it takes about 3.5 minutes to scav in. You know, if your scav rep's capped and your hideout's capped, about 3 to 3.5 minutes on your scav timer. So you can do it pretty quick. And you don't have to risk anything. Zero risk. You're going to make money off the stuff you sell off your scav anyway. And if you don't know streets, or if you're trying to learn the map, it's a great way to do that. Get yourself some extra money along the way. Scav runs where? In Streets of Tarkov. I'm about to show you, actually. I'm going to go do the run right now, and I'll show you exactly where the key spawn is. Alentium. Welcome. So if I spawn in here, obviously we want to get to the mall. I'm going to go straight across. What do we have here? Benji? Oh, whoa. We got some serious stuff going down over here. Let's get out here where our sniper friends can protect us. Some benefits to being a scav. Those PMCs were close. Probably in the building. Maybe they were pushing cabans. But anyway, yeah. This is where we're going to go find the key. Hello there, Mr. Scav. Would you like to be friends? Hey, you. Want to be friends with me? Let's go. We got a bro. Come on, man. No, we're going this way. We don't have time to look in the trash can. Listen, if we're going to be friends, you get to move faster. The bushes, they slow you down. I don't know if you know that. Why are you okay, I already don't like this friend. He said we were cool, and I like that, but he's just slowing us down, you know? I really like the graffiti. Is it just me? BSG has a thing for this graffiti. It's super dope. Ackman. Ack. Alright, let's get over to the mall. So this is Klamov. This is the northeastern section of Streets of Tarkov. This mall is where the key spawns. The boss, Kalante, and his goons can be up there. If you're not on your scav, just be careful. But it's right back here. You just come in here, check the corkboard, and if there's a key there, Eureka, you're great. If not, rinse, repeat, try again. No key there, so this would be a try again. But I've also seen more than one key here spawn, because there's multiple spawn points across this corkboard where it can be. And this is another. Oh, it's the boys. Ah, the boys are home. Yes. But if the key's not here, the cool thing is, I'll show you guys what I do. you get here in time, there's a quick little loot run you can take. We got some friends outside. Whoa, Jesus. Oh, where are these PMCs? Are they really engaging the ones across the street? Anyway, you hit that register. Hit this body. Sometimes there's a toolbox over there you can hit too. Oh, nice. Damn it, I can't. I'll lose the armor, but that is huge. Try a bigger bag. We'll have to keep that in mind. Maybe we come back for that. Oh, or if we do those PMCs out there. Anyway, there's usually a toolbox here you can hit. But yeah, if you have the max scav rep, you can just run all around the boss. No issue. Hello there, Mr. Guard. You're not guarding much in the corner. Whoa. Whoa. Alright, well, so we may have a PMC in here right now. Free loot. It's in the pockets, brother. Take the heals. Seriously doubt there's a PMC in here. These guys would be going ape shit, but definitely some easy juice we can pick up, so not gonna say no to that, right? Dang. Full kit, man. So here's our opportunity now. Let's just do this. Actually. Yeah. Actually, let's do this first before these scavs come and take it. They will come and take your stuff. They're pretty bad for that. Oh, MP9, not bad. Ooh, nades, nice. I need to go get that rig downstairs now. Oh, we got our ergo grip. Oh, I'm wondering, like, my mouse preset's not on the right thing. Hello there. Excuse me. Alright, there we go. There we go. Perfect. Anyway, so that was just all bonus loot, but while I was here, I would, hello there, I would check this computer. Don't need you. Then from there, obviously I took care of everything down here, but you can go upstairs, the boss and the PMC I was not expecting. Sorry about that. But I would go to the right over here, because if you check for the key, you're going to have some time, especially if you're on PVE, because the scav timer you spawn in at the beginning of the raid. So you'll have 7 minutes that you'll have to burn if you haven't killed anyone, especially before you get a run through. So you can hit that toolbox and this one. That body is bugged. You can only loot it sometimes, and you have to like lay down and do dumb shit, so I don't mess with it. Come back this way and open this door, however. And you can go downstairs here. This is a really good spot to hit before you leave. There's a body down at the bottom, a bunch of loose loot usually on the floor around him. And doing this makes actually farming this a little more tolerable, if you ask me, because you know you're making good money along the way and taking advantage of some good juice. Usually there's a duffel there. There'd be a duffel here. another one here to the left. And then through here, you're going to find another duffel to the right. At this point, I'm just going to grab everything and fill up. I really don't care. Toolbox here. I am going to raise the metabolism on my scav, though, because he has made me a very rich man. And I wish to reward him. I'm going to take the drill, because, you know, until we get something better. Box here. Can be loose loot on these shelves. Oh, yeah, right. I'm taking that. Oh. And then right in this door. This door? Is it this door? Yes. Another one of these technical crates. And then I just leave. With a bunch of loot, usually. Oh, duffel. See? Bonus. Look at there. Nice and full. We go back this way and through here. And back upstairs. And then you leave, wait for your scav timer, rinse, repeat. And by the way, if I were to sell all of this stuff, it would probably be about $500,000. You also have good ammo spawns over here, so on the way out, definitely check this spot because there could be really, really good ammo. But I don't want my scav to make any money here, so in the interest of science, we're dropping it all. I don't need it, and I'll show you guys the best way to exit. When you're ready to leave, you just you do something kind of like this. Because scavs need vitality too, guys. Scavs need vitality. Never seen a PMC kill the boss before. Yeah, right? I was shocked to see him down like that. But yeah, so that's how I farmed the keys. I just ran that run over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. And by the way, I would have kept that loot and sold that. And the higher your fence rep gets, the more you get when you sell all at the end screen. So if this end screen, when you do a sell all, you're selling it to fence. So as your rep grows, the amount of money that you get from him grows. So it's a compounding strategy. It works really, really well. And it's just all about money. And it's fun to play on your scav, I think. You know, I just, PvP, PVE, I don't care. I love scavving. I always have. Like PvP scavving is so cool because like you always do the little wiggle to see if it's really a scav, or you know if it's PMC, or you do the scav talk to see if they can scav talk back, so you know if you need to, like, dope, right? Super fun. And then PvE, it's just it's like a little mini, you know, soft hardcore mode built in because you don't know what you're loading in with. I like getting in there with a Taz and coming out with, you know, 5 guns, breaking my knees along the way. It's just a fun little route to run. Now, I don't know that I'll be farming 10 of them anytime soon again, but it certainly did pay off, didn't it? Did we have anything sell? Oh, we did. Nice. Okay. So how many spots do we have available? We have 3 spots. Eba, let's say, oh, Ultramed. Nice. Okay. We do have an Ultramed available. It's currently going for 3 mil, so hey, that's what we'll sell it at. Hopefully that goes quickly. Check 15, I think, would be probably the next. Oh, nice. 1.3. I don't think I can sell 2 of those. Right? No, you cannot. Okay, so we can put something else up though. Tier group apartments. What is that? 70k? Why not? 68. Okay, perfect. So those are up. I think we're just check and see on some of these what the vendor price would be, because if it's close, like, okay, Check 15 is 1.3 million. That one doesn't make sense. Iron Gate, 100K doesn't make sense. Cargo, 100K doesn't make sense. X-ray at 43 kind of makes sense, right? This is 64. I mean, it's 20K. Let's not wait on that. Operating room at 61. Yeah, let's vendor. This one I'm dropping because it was not part of this. This I think is obviously a vendor. So while we're waiting, we'll just go through key by key and make that determination. You know, for anyone who is just here to see what we made. Terra Group meeting 74. That's worth selling. 76 also worth selling. 189K. Really? Oh, well, that's a vendor. Easy. Boom. 41. No. Not waiting. Alright, cool. I think we're set on the rest of these. Alright. Tar bank. Oh, wait. No, we need to look at tar bank. 97. Oh, yeah, that's definitely worth. And this is one. I think this goes real fast. Probably. Be my guess. Popular location. Iron Gates. Can you sell multiples of that? Oh, you can. But look at what's happening here. Undercut like crazy. How much is that for a vendor? Iron Gate. 24K. Say we just go ahead and offload those. Rather than wait. This is $1 million. By the time we list it, wait for it to sell. Wait, no, it already sold. Hold the phone. Is that the first one or is that the second one? Did it already sell? The second one. Dang. Okay, yeah, we're gonna wait on that one. Sweet. The container key. I was shocked to see it was up to 100. I doubt that it stays there. Seriously doubt that it stays there. 76. 74. Yeah, I think these we just vendor. Those two. This one we sell. That one we sell. And I think I'm just going to go ahead and vendor that too. Okay. These will be the last two that we'll need to list. And then once they're listed, we listed at market value. So we'll be able to see kind of exactly what we made. And then go from there. I want so bad to buy another money case right now, you know, but I know it's kind of pointless until we... Oh, wait. I guess I did. Okay, yeah, it's kind of pointless until we get through all of this. But man, that is a nice chunk of change. So we're waiting for a spot to open up. We've got 7 offers up, and currently those offers are about... There's a good 3 million there. Another 3, so it's another 6 million. 7 million. 7.1, another 7.1. So yeah, about where I thought. 313.4. I think 313.4 million is probably where we're gonna end. So that would mean out of 10 keys, we start at 253. About 60 per run. About 6 million a pop. I mean, at a 15% spawn rate, I don't know. It depends on how much you need money. 6 million a pop. I don't know that. I think it depends. I think it depends. For me, I'm always bound and determined to farm my own marked keys, you know, but I used to use this as like a money making method. I would farm the key and I knew if I popped that room, I would get, you know, 20 to 30 million, like almost guaranteed. Obviously that was based on key prices then, and where we are now is not there for sure, but you know, would I farm one? Yes. Would I farm a couple? Sure. Would I farm 10? Probably not. Probably not. I think it depends on how much you need the money, obviously. But yeah, another 100K there, and then we'll be done with it. Done, I say. Right. So, all that said, while we wait for these to sell, let's say we go cut loose on our PMC and some good old factory real quick, right? Let's go. What does the 762 mutant that almost needs to be replaced do against our boy? Alright, before we go, let's get the last key listed. Hopefully then most of them will be sold by the time we're done. We'll just go have some fun real quick. There we go. All keys are on the market. Man, that feels good to be able to say. Yeah, let's go shoot stuff while we wait for these things to sell. This will be the last raid of the stream. We'll take a look at where the keys are. Hopefully they'll all be sold by the time we exit the raid. But if not, I won't take anything out of this raid. I will be looting just for the XP, but I'll drop it all and then we'll go back in. And we'll do a final tally for anyone who wants to skip to the end of the video to see what we made. But I think where we're gonna end is probably close to that total I've got in chat right there, the 313.4 million. I think is where we're gonna probably fall when it's all said and done. Not bad. Not bad. Not the 100 million that I was hoping for. Not the 75 that I said would be solid, but it's the 61 that I think is better than I thought it was gonna be. Honestly, still, even that, you know. I've escorted quite a few people through that room that did not get a mark key recently in 1.0, so I was interested to see what it would all look like. All that said, I'm glad it's over, and I appreciate the fact that so many of you tuned in for it. It's really cool to see. Happy to have everyone here. So, let's go out with a bang, shall we? Hello? Anyone home in factory today? Am I on full auto? Oh, I am. A local for sure. Hello there. Are you? I bet you are. Frag dropped because I shot you in the face. And I wouldn't fuck your mother. I heard she's not exactly what you're looking for, if you take my meaning. If she looks anything like you, I'm not shocked. Just saying. Yeah. Oh, they're nading too, eh? We got locals. I love these guys. One of them's dead. Where's the other one? Down here. They like hiding down there. Ooh. Man, it's a shame I said I wasn't going to keep anything in it. Damn it. I didn't say I wouldn't drink the beer, though. I'd never said that. Never said it. Never said it. It's... Who's over here? Is this like the deadest factory raid ever? We got these assholes over there that don't want to come out. Hello. Are you douchebags?
Tourist at 12 o'clock.
Oh, Jesus. Tourist. Who says tourist? Who says tourist? Oh shit, Tagilla is here. Okay. Reposition strategically. And we need need to repack real quick. Pretty sure I'll be glad I took the time to do that here soon. Hopefully for not all the wrong reasons. There's our guy. Fuck, these scavs keep pushing from the backside. Gotcha. BP for the win. Get your ass out of here, Scav. Go ahead and try to loot that body. I dare you. It's my stuff, sucker. My Tagilla, my PMC, my loot. And I'm not even taking it. You know what I mean? That's how shitty it is to be you today. See all these bodies and you don't get to loot them. You know what I'm saying? That's your punishment. Letting your nose in where it don't belong. Hello there, Mr. Taquilla. What is going on, guy? I mean, what it is. What it is. You have... What? 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 Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. Okay. We're going to Streets of Tarkov. I mean, it'll give us something to do. I gotta make it out. Fuck, I can't die with this key. I need to move. You cannot secure container this key, by the way. If you ever find it, someone told me they found it on Shoreline the other day. What the fuck? What the literal fuck, dude? This is crazy. This is crazy. I'm not upset, you know, at all. Okay. This is great. Yes, give me. Yes, thank you. Good to see you as always. Listen, you scavs better fuck right off. I'm not even playing with you. Get out of here. Thank you, BSG. Appreciate you. I'm just gonna wait, we had people calling me a tourist over here. These sons of bitches. Yeah, who's the tourist now? Looks like Tagilla just absolutely wrecked these assholes. Listen, can you just step out and we can finish this? Or you're gonna hide, aren't you? Okay, fine. Hide it is. Listen, what do you have? Oh. They wait for me to loot. Let's just go. Let's just go. Alright, so we'll take this key and we'll do one last raid in Streets of Tarkov tonight. I know I said this was going to be the last one. I couldn't have predicted that. I had no clue that was coming. We're going back to Streets, man. We're going back to Streets for sure. Crazy as hell. This is, you can't make this stuff up. Guy pops 10 rusted bloody keys. Cat goes to factory, finds it on Tagilla. Guys, I don't know what to say. Maybe it's karma for sharing my method with the world. Maybe that's it. Well, hell, we got more money to make, then I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this plan. Once more, to the streets. I need to re-up the ammo. And the mutant has served us well. Boy, it really put Tegilla down, didn't it? Of course, he was just rushing right into it, but that tier 6 plate got absolutely decimated. I got a full plate case, or I would have taken it, but I don't have a need for it, so we'll leave it there. That's insane, dude. Rusted Bloody Key. Maybe they added it to boss loot pools. Someone told me. I can't remember. Someone in the last week said they got this key like on Shoreline or something. And I was like, what? You know, so maybe it's just been added to the loot pool and it's out there and available. Who knows? 89, that's barely worth repair, but it'll get us there. I'll make it work. I'll make it work. Do we have it takes, well, that should be enough. We'll take another nade. Did anything else sell? What's on the flea? No, we have 4 on there. Okay, so let's do the tally. 200k. Those are, oh, that's 2 at 375. I don't know if those are really gonna hold that value. No, they're not. Look at that. So let's call it 2 at 200k, right? And honestly, Harbank, tell you what, none of this stuff is really worth waiting a long time on. Let's just let's wait and see what happens when we're in the streets. But if they haven't sold by the time we get out, I'm just gonna remove them and we'll vendor them, and that'll be it. Well, I guess we got another key to pop, eh? Fingers crossed. Let's make it a good one. I'll take it. I popped 11 bloody keys in one day. That's crazy, dude. Well, I can't say we popped 11 yet. We got to make it to the room first, but all signs point to yes. I'll say that. I think we get a good pop this time. And I was planning on doing a 10, run video. That was the initial thought. So I will keep to that, and whatever total we have will be the total we have. The keys that I get out of this, I won't sell on the stream tonight. I'll set them to the side. And I really do. Because if someone looks at this stream later, as I'm sure people probably will, more than likely most people aren't going to sit and watch every pull. They're going to pull it up, they may watch the intro, and then they're going to skip to the end and see how much money was made, and they'll answer their own question, which is fine. Some people will watch it, which is fine too. But I think to that point, I want the money total that I have at the end of the stream to reflect what we made in those 10 pulls. That was in the title, in case people want to know just that. Yeah, can't believe that luck though, for him to have that key. That's crazy. It's cool. I think bosses should have valuable loot, for sure. Though, with boss spawn rates where they are, I don't want to devalue the loot at the same time. Alright, excuse me. Started my day early. So one more raid. We got this. And I said factory. It was going to be one more. But, I planned on staying there longer, in all fairness. I was going to wind out the timer and loot all those bodies I was about to create. And then Tegilla had to come and Deliver unto us one final present for the evening. Let's go make good use of it. Not the worst spawn, not the best spawn, but it's one that we can use to slink around the shadows. So that's what we'll do. Hello there. Ow, did that... What? Alright, whatever. Height overboard, I guess. Maybe I just missed it. Either way, I don't need him to be dead. Sounds like we got a few fighting out in front of Unity, maybe. Or there was. Now it seems further in. Probably would be safer to take a wider swing here, but I hear so much gunfire happening elsewhere. I kind of think we're alright here. Oh. I don't know if those shots were at us. I think they were. Yeah, maybe. Or no. Got something going on here. Hopefully it keeps them distracted long enough for us to sneak up the stairs. Yes. Alright, you can do it, man. Ah! Alright. Number 11. I didn't think I'd be saying that tonight, but here we are. Booyah. Oh, I see keys. Hopefully we get some good ones. Alright, so this is just bonus loot for killing Tagilla, I guess. Come to Papa. Whatever marked key you are, I love you. Oh, we got some right trash on the back floor there, but this one right here. Boom! RBPKPM, that's another 10 million, 12 million, easy. Alright, I'll take it. Rat poison, you get tucked away instantly. Dang, that's nice juice. We can add on to this. That is outstanding. VHS tape, sure. Man. Just your... Oh. Iron gate. Nice. 40, yeah. Container key. That's the one that was up to like 100k earlier. Oh. Weapons testing. And the golden egg. I mean, just for good measure, right? Gotta have the huevos in there. What is life without huevos? Alright, I think we are all looted up in here. Not a bad pull, actually. I mean, for a bonus pull, yes, I'll take it. Weapons testing, yes. Man, that is out. Freaking standing right there. Okay, cool. So, bonus aside, what are we talking time-wise? 35. And where are we going? Crash site, collapse, screen. Crash site A. Plenty of things for me to shoot there, but. Yeah, it's probably going to be the closest. Never mind. Gonna see if Stylobite was a thing, but it's not a thing. You know, I was thinking Stylobite, maybe check for another key, you know. That would just, you know, could be farming this freaking thing all night. What, you know, if I went over there and there was another key right now, I mean, what kind of craziness would that be? You don't see shit. They're inside here. I'm not going anywhere. I'm gonna kick your ass. Where I'm going. Oh, they're over on the other side? Someone's dying from the sounds of things. Oh. I would have had them pegged as in there. They're not in there, evidently. They're over here. Oh yeah, bro just bled out completely. So who's going down? Where's the guy that said that? Past the yellow bus, probably? Did bro pass the short bus? That way he went. Is that the guy that bled out? Was he the PMC voice we heard? So many questions. Ooh. Close, right? Damn. Son of a bitch. The snipers, sorry I had my mic on mute. I don't know how long it's been on mute. Snipers at Caban are trying to take a chunk out of us. Apologies. The snipe Dorm's mark key off max rep fence. Easy. Oh, nice. GG. A lot of people don't know that, bro. Ryan, that's outstanding, man. A lot of people don't know that that's even possible. But yeah, you get max fence rep. The other thing that's possible is with fence, you can refresh that store. And he will sell marked keys from time to time. So 314 is huge, man. Outstanding. Good for you. Good for you. Hopefully we got these other keys sold. If not, like I said, we'll pull them off. We'll vendor them. We'll get a final tally in terms of money. And then, oh wait, that actually, wow, I don't really care about it. In terms of money that we got out of those first 10 pops. And then we'll know how worth they were. But yeah, overall, I do. I think that 313 and a half-ish land is where it all falls. And of course that pull, like, yeah. Very, very nice juice. Take it. Alright, cool. Thanks, dog. Congrats on finishing the bloody key grind. I know that took longer than expected. It did. It did, man. Honestly, I was prepared for the worst, and at first I was kind of just joking about doing 10 of them. Like I was in stream. I don't even remember what I was working on. Probably wrapping up the spear or something like that. And I was like, man, I got this max scav rep. I really want to see what is the drop rate. And I was like, wow, I wonder what it would be like to farm 10 of them. And then we were just kind of joking around about it in stream. And I was like, man, I'm going to try this. And then after I found like 2, I found 1. And then I put up the stream saying I was going to farm 10. And then once I put the stream up, I knew like I'm committing to this. I have to do this now. So yeah, it took a little longer than I thought. And there were times when I questioned that commitment for sure. But like, I also thought like, man, this would be so cool to do. Like, I have to do this, because making money and how to make money in Tarkov has kind of always been my thing, right? Or at least the thing that I have that I can share with people that makes me feel good, because it helps somehow. It helped me get over my gear fear when I was learning the game. So I like to try and share that with people as much as I can. So right now, currently, we have Beluga. I'm removing. It usually will take a minute for these to come back. Cargo mesh, I'm going to remove. That got loaded up after we listed it. I'm not shocked to see that. Honestly, I was shocked to see that it was going for what it was actually supposedly going for. So we'll take the other ones off as well. And when we get them back, we're just going to go ahead and vendor it, and we'll call that total the final. I believe that should give me both back. Same thing here. We'll just remove that too. Just so that we can get those sold, move past it. We started at what did we say? 353. So yeah, just over 60 million. So that's an average of 6 million per key pop. That is an average, because as you look at that, what we've got currently in our secure container with just this last run, obviously that one key is 9.5. You got a good 10 million in there. So results may vary. I think certainly is an interesting farm, and one that I'm glad I did. But while I can and certainly do recommend farming one or multiple of these, I would not farm 10 back to back to back like that. No, or I guess in this point 11, because yeah, that was kind of mind numbing by the time it was all said and done. These keys should be coming back to us here, so we'll get those back, and we'll just go ahead and vendor them. I don't know why they're not actually coming back to me though. Sometimes it bugs out, like it. Or where are they? It is Ragman, right? Or am I down at the bottom? There we go. There we go. There we go. Sometimes it just takes a while. Alright, let's hope that Therapist gives good value for these keys. Let's see. Boom, boom, boom. I mean, those, it would be much better to wait until we sold, but it's going to make a difference of 100k. At the end of the day, it doesn't move the needle that much. You're still looking at, let's call it 60 million. You're still looking at maybe 6.1 on average. So didn't change a whole heck of a lot. I've got to get some money cases, I've got to fill up these money cases, and then, well, hell, let's go ahead. I mean, why not? We're all here, We already know what we made, guys. 6 million a run. I'm doing it. I just can't leave my stuff like this. What do we call it? Blood. I got it. I got this. I got this. Yeah. Right? I mean, alright, first we replace what we took, right? This one we just we can't. I don't want him feeling any kind of way. I feel like I'm gonna need another one of these. Especially, this is so satisfying, by the way. Like clicking all of this money into this box right here. This is not enough. Okay. Well. Here we go. Yet again. Oh, man. Second day. Side. We'll figure out what that means later. Right. There we go. I'll come up with a better name before you sue me next. That's just what we're going with for right now. The next day, or what? It's got to be something better than that. I can do better than that. No, that's trash. All right, so blood money and fuck. I don't know. Man, I'm at a loss here. W. There we go. This is just gonna. That really says it all. I feel like there. That's perfect. And kind of suits the mood, right? 313 million. That was the answer. 6 million a raid. That's gonna be where we end it tonight. That's also gonna be, unfortunately, as many of you as I have with me tonight, where I'm gonna have to end it. I've got to get up early in the morning and go to work and have a big day there. But I will be back tomorrow. So if you haven't subbed to the channel, make sure you enable notifications so you know when we go live. We'll be back on Tark tomorrow and Thursday. Not sure what we'll be working on, but it'll be something cool. We've got quite a bit of things left that we can get into. Some of the story stuff that I've got to get my arms around at some point. And the BTR guy wants me to sell stuff to people. Always something we can do, but as usual, I appreciate each and every one of you for checking out the stream and checking out the channel. If you're just skipping to the end to look for the total, we made 60 million, 6 million a run. Y'all, as usual, be good to one another. Thank you so much for checking out the stream. I will catch you in the next one. I hope you have a wonderful night. Peace. Go make some money, find some keys. Later, y'all.